University of Birmingham Track and Field Series. Here today, Kimani Jack, and I'm joined by my co-commentator.
Oriada Pegba, future long jump champion, you know how it is.
Both high jump and long jump duo in the nation.
In the world.
You know who it is.
Anyways, in this race we have, in lane 1 we have Kira Holt, in lane 2 we have Eniola Ajabe, in lane 3, in lane 7 we have Mallory Cluley, and in lane 8 we have Clea Slade.
Should be a really good race. We'll see who wins. You can feel the tension in the air. And we're off.
Blistering start from Marley just up there. Mallory Cluley right beside her, Holly Mills right beside her as well. And I believe Marley just takes it.
With a time of 13.68.
What a race. That's close to a season's best, in fact. Well done to Marley Jessup.
You've got an arrow on here. You're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will. Is it just yellow or right? Yellow. Oh, that's fine. I can deal with yellow. Is that the display?
That was a very good race.
Our next race will be the men's 110 hurdles.
Who's the second one?
Marnie, have you ever thought of, hopping over a couple hurdles before?
Nah, this event is too dangerous. I can't even lie. I've seen enough men fall on their faces, start crying after races. Nah, this isn't for me. What about you, Ori?
I mean, not personally. I mean, I used to, but not anymore.
No, you didn't.
It's a very technical race, and as you saw by the women's. So I'm sorry. As you saw by the women, they showed great talent, and it was a spectacle of a race.
I have a lot of respect for this event. It's very technical.
Very technical.
Requires a lot of skill, a lot of timing.
Also going vault, they're just practicing and warming up at the moment. That'll be a very star-stunning field.
Ori, as a former multi-eventer yourself, have you ever done or considered continuing to do pole vault?
Of course. Guys don't know I was Mondo Duplantis. Come on now. I was a junior Mondo Duplantis. Guys don't know. I just chose that, life would be so much easier if I didn't, jump 7 meters in pole vault. Like, come on, people will start quitting. It won't be fun anymore. So, I had to just, drop pole vault and stick with long jump. Yeah.
There's still time. There's still time.
However, I might hop onto a bit of a triple jump. Just anyone there, anyone listening in.
Seems we have a background commentator. Do you want to introduce yourself to the fans?
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm just letting you know what he said. Tyler Panton.
All right, if enough of you now, go away now.
Yeah. So
It's not even recording, bro. It's working. It's not working.
it's a lovely day today. It was raining a bit, but it seems that the wind and the rain has settled down a little bit now.
Indeed.
And the sun's creeping out of the clouds.
Hopefully we can have a bit more weather than this, because who likes doing athletics in the rain and the
Nobody.
wind?
But this is a really nice start from University of Birmingham, bringing out athletes from all calibers to compete today.
So Ori, how's the university going so far? Like, tell me about your degree. How's the first year going for you so far?
Oh yeah, obviously I study pharmacy. I'm a first year student. It's been quite challenging at the moment, but overall it's been a great experience. Obviously, competing at both Bucks indoors and Bucks outdoors. It's been an interesting year, and obviously a lot more for me this season. It's a long season, and obviously you've got goals and stuff to achieve. So
how have you found being a student athlete?
Obviously, University of Birmingham's helped, especially the coaches and stuff.
Indeed.
So, PS, I would advise coming to the education, so you're able to balance the both very well. You've got a lot of support here as well.
Agreed.
Just a quick shout out to UOB with that one. Hopefully, I get good credit from that.
Shout out.
How are you finding being a student athlete, Kamani?
I've really enjoyed this year, to be honest. just competing for the university, representing the university, making friends along the way. I feel like it's been a really good experience. Looking forward to see what more I can do with them. And yeah.
What competition are you looking out for this season?
I'm really excited for the under-20 trials, see what I can show. Hopefully will lead to more opportunities. What about you, Ori?
Yeah, same for me still. Like, obviously, this season's there's a lot of competitions available, so it's just about taking every competition as it goes, using it as an opportunity to get better, improve myself, and continue to work in training. And just, the end goal is, next season, I'm coming for it all, to be fair.
I respect
Maybe I'll
that.
do the 400, who knows? On Yeko Oko, I'm coming for you.
Putting them on notice, we love to hear it.
Of course.
And Muzzy, how have you found this season, being very competitive as you are?
As you can see, I'm no longer an athlete. Oh, my money's on Fred Curley. Absolutely. I don't think he's losing that race. What do you think?
I believe.
Shout out Marcel Jacobs, man. The streets are with you.
I can't lie. Guys are forgetting. Bro, Curly's all talk at the moment.
Shout out Marcel Jacobs. He's going to win it. Home country, win it. Home country. He's going to deliver it
in his home country as
You
well.
said Fred Curley's all talk. What has he done? What have you said? No.
He wants back to back.
Also, last time I heard, when Marcel Jacobs and Fred Curley were racing the same race in the Olympics, Marcel Jacobs smoked
Word.
him. I'm on the
I believe
Olympics.
the same.
No, you're welcome to Bye now. It's really fans. We've gotten used to it.
Yeah, man.
What I'm saying, Fred Curley for the win, That's what I'm saying, bro.
But have you heard about the beef between the long jumpers?
Oh, I haven't. Would you like to go into more detail?
I see. So lazy. That's an interesting word. But how do you feel the overall event is? How do you think it's going? How do you think, just the overall event?
It's good. I mean, it's just started, hasn't it?
And you started improvements all around the board.
Unlike you, Muzzy, we're getting better.
You're like you, bro.
We love to hear it.
Greatness, baby. You can't stop it.
I can see back camera. Very entertaining race. We've got 2 heats of this, I believe.
We do indeed.
Yeah, we do. The discus people are now practice. That's a launch and a half, That is a
Just like to remind you guys, we still have the pole vault going on in the background. Seems like they are pre-comps. So pre-comp, I listen to a variety of people. Obviously, you have to get the people to get you pumped up. So I listen to a bit of Migos here and there.
Migos, be for life. Obviously, you listen to a bit of, gospel. Obviously, thank God to that as well. You get. Alright, so there's a race coming on now soon. Zoom into a bit.
Craig's not there. Yeah, he's on. It's Jake Porter, isn't it? Wait, he's in this one. Jake Porter, come look, Harlem. Come around. This one. Jake, isn't it? That guy from Loughborough is in there as well.
Great start. Jake Porter first of the hurdle. He's attacking it very well. Oh, he's flying through those hurdles. Wow, what a spectacle from Jake Porter.
Straight to the big gap. Let's see what the time is at the end.
And he finishes the race. Lovely race from Jake Porter.
Great race from
Nicely
Jake Porter.
executed as well.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Well done from everyone in that race.
Good sportsmanship at the end.
About sportsmanship, it's all about showing love to your fellow competitors.
Indeed.
In win, defeat, or draw, no matter what happens, always show love and sportsmanship.
Love. Your opponents.
Opponents, that's it.
Massive
Opponents. You see, the pharmacy is getting too much to me. You get, man speaking chemistry right now. But your opponents. Would you hug or would you, just give them a cheeky high five?
Well, it depends. When I win or when I lose.
Damn, that's an interesting one.
Personally, don't touch me. Competitors don't touch me. I just give you a nice handshake, a cool high five, say congratulations, then go about my business.
Yeah.
What about you, Ori?
Me personally, it depends on the opponent still. Some opponents I rock with. However, I don't think everyone's ever going to beat me again. But Yeah, but in the past, when it has happened, yeah, I have congratulated my opponents.
Except you didn't answer my question. I said handshake or hug.
I do a spud.
Right, Spud. Yeah, Spud
Yeah.
is a good form of sportsmanship.
Get Laura here.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's over that back.
Where? That's not.
The back behind the thing. She's with Matt. Trust me. It's her.
Is she training?
I don't know because she doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So is this the young kids racing now?
I reckon she's training.
I can't.
Yes.
Been a good first few races. Been
Yes.
very entertaining. The weather seemed to settle down now. Great weather for athletics.
Let's brought the life into the stadiums or into the track today.
Until 6.
Until 6. We're going to the gym, bro.
Okay, come after your session.
Nah,
6:15. You got gym in it.
yeah, we got gym. We're trying to.
Maybe we'll come back in it if they allow us to.
Yeah, obviously, student athlete lap is great, you know. DDOK, would you like to come over here?
I'll see if I can find someone.
Seems like someone's microphone shy.
Yeah.
Have a lot to say on the side, but don't actually want to
No,
contribute.
I'm here. Hello.
So,
She's finished her session, but for now she wants someone to help her with her medal circuit. Someone who's not competing.
so Didi, how's your indoor season gone so far?
This is, by the way, Didi. Multiple medals in both Bucks outdoors and Bucks indoors. Continue, Didi.
Indoors has already finished, but indoors went quite well. It was quite a consistent season. I feel like I improved over time. I was getting a bit frustrated, but I feel like it did all work out in the end, so I'm happy with how I did.
That's what we love to see. Oh, in the comments we just saw Kaz.
Shout out Kaz in the comments, man. We appreciate you.
We appreciate our commenting. We've been told to be the new Anton Deck of
No, stop
of
it.
athletics. But yeah, well done, Didi, this indoor season. I want to say a personal well done because you did outstandingly well, especially at Bucks, collecting all the medals from the grassroots to the ground. But yeah, absolutely well done.
Thank you.
She runs, she jumps, she throws. What can't she do?
What can't she do?
That's a good question. I probably can't do the pole vault, which is going on right now.
Always
but
believe in yourself. We believe you can do the pole.
That is true. The pole vault is going on, and I'm struggling to see who's on the runway right now. But the bus is.
We'll get a camera. We've just been told we'll get a camera on the pole vault soon.
So we're going to get a mixture of both the track and the field events. That's one thing as field eventers we greatly appreciate because they rarely show the field events, which is quite annoying. But sometimes you just got to deal with what you got to deal sometimes.
So, Ori, are you looking forward to the World Championships this year?
I mean, like, of course, he's not. I'm a fan of athletics, so obviously I'm looking forward to it. I want to see some great runs. Obviously, I'm Nigerian in it, so I want to see Toby Amisan smoke the world record once again. She's making our country proud, so I hope she does it again.
We love that national pride. What's your favourite event to watch, Ori?
Ooh, besides from long jump, which is probably by bias, but it will either have to be the triple jump or the steeplechase. Everyone loves a bit of steeplechase.
Everyone loves steeplechase, 100%.
Yeah, hopping over hurdles. Actually, maybe walking as well. But I'm joking. I like a bit of 400-meter hurdles. Especially the women's with Sydney McLaughlin.
The GOAT.
Yeah, she's levels, and even Fenka Bowl, she's really good.
She's coming right behind her.
I feel like the women's track and field is really enticing right now. There's a lot of talented women out there.
The 100 meters, the women's 100 meters, very, very, very entertaining.
Okay, now we're gonna be approaching the under 20 men's 100-meter hurdles, I believe. We've in lane 1. No,
I think it's messed up. Yeah.
I believe in lane 3 we have Kaspers Kazamax. No, sorry. In lane 3 we have Charlie Stadden. In lane 4 we have Adam Dingley. In lane 5 we have Joshua Taylor. In lane 6 we have Shane West. And in lane 7 we have Lola Grants.
Getting prepared for our second heat of the men's 110 hurdles. And we're off. Blistering start from lane 6.
Very even race at the moment.
Very even race. Oh,
The boy
lane
in
5.
3.
Lane 5. Lane 3. Lane 3. Lane 3. And lane 3 takes it in a time.
14:01. He's very excited.
Look
He's
at the
very
emotion.
excited.
Look at the passion. We love to see it.
We love to see it from these youngsters. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. He seems over the moon.
Charlie Stadden, congratulations.
I believe that's a PB. That's a massive PB, in fact, from 14:39 to 14:01.
Wow.
That's incredible. Well done to Charlie Stadden.
If you're listening, just give him a personal round of applause. We love it when athletes PB.
I said I was 14:01.
He was 14:01. It went from.
So where did you go to? 14:03.
That's a PB.
Okay, PB, yeah. Well done to these men.
And we've just had a clearance in the pole vault. Unfortunately, we can't see what height is, but it looked like a massive clearance.
From Femi, Warwick boy. My guy went to same 6 women as him. He's a very talented pole vaulter.
Shout out, shout out.
Shout out to Femi right there.
So, Ore, what's your go-to celebration after an emphatic win?
Obviously, last year Nationals indoors, I managed to pull off the griddy. Shout out to Justin Jefferson right there.
Right.
Obviously, you got to pull out the griddy sometimes. But this season, I'm yet to pull out a celebration. You know, it's not been the indoor season of many victories. Obviously, a few, but not enough for me to pull out a couple, you know.
The victories will come this outdoor season.
Of course, amen to that.
For both of us.
So, obviously, my go-to celebration changes. Sometimes it's the griddy, sometimes it's just a bit of a, you know.
Sometimes I just like to show pure emotion. Fist pump,
fist pump in the air.
First women's heat, we're going to bring you through the results if you want to.
All right, so in the first women's heat, we're just getting the results now, as you can see on the screen. Okuchuku Bakari finished in the time of 14:31. She is the under 18, trying to aim for the under 18 under 18 Commonwealth Games. So that was a great race. She convincingly won that race.
So we're joined by Daisy here. Say hello, Daisy.
Hello. How's it going, guys?
We're very good, thanks. Are you competing today? And if so, please tell the audience what you're trying to do.
I'm competing in long jump. You know, as Ori said, we're trying to get that 6 meters.
Amen to that. Yeah, 6 meters from all my guys today. You know,
we wish very
PB.
Good luck to Daisy. So,
Lily Holt forcing 57. That was a PB from her as well. So very well done to Lily Holt.
Congratulations. So what are you saying? What are we signing up for now?
Heat 2 one's up there as well.
And we have our second heat of the women's 100 meter hurdles.
Marley Jessup with 13.7. She was just shy of her season's best, but a very convincing race.
Followed by Kira Holt, 13.89. And in third place, Mallory Cluley with 13.99.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The discus is also going on currently. We're not getting a shot of it, but that's also in the distance. Kirsty is going into the circle to throw her discus right now.
From the great University of UOB.
Of course.
Wishing her all the best. What's the next track event?
That's a good question.
Emmy's running in the walk.
Oh, we were looking at the results.
Oh, he didn't start. He didn't start.
No.
The sun's really coming out today. This is very strange for
trust
Birmingham,
me,
you know?
I haven't seen this in a bit. I can't lie.
In the hot sec.
It's been raining bears.
But it's nice to see the weather out.
So, Ori, what's your favourite track to compete at in the UK?
That's a very, very good question. That's a really good question. Obviously, I love competing at Manchester. Obviously, it's my home track, innit? Well, my home birthplace track, innit?
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Obviously, it hasn't done great. He hasn't given me great results over the
It
past couple
wasn't
seasons.
It wasn't very nice to us.
Nah,
this
it wasn't
year, was
really
it?
nice to us this year. I don't know what happened, but
Still shout out Manchester though.
Yeah.
We'll be coming back for revenge.
maybe Man City have plotted something on me, being an Arsenal fan. But who knows? Like, but apart from Manchester, Chelmsford have a quite nice track.
I agree.
They've relayed that
very
track.
Nice track.
Obviously, obviously, Sheffield Indoor track is probably the only track I've been to. Actually, no, besides the Birmingham Utility Arena track. But I don't know, what's your favourite track?
I feel like Chelmsford have a really nice track.
Yeah,
I like that
Chelmsford,
track. It's
yeah.
always been good history at Chelmsford as well. I recently trained on the Alexandra Stadium track in Birmingham. It felt quite nice. It was a good atmosphere around the track.
Yeah, that seemed like a really nice track.
Oh,
This song's a tune as well.
yeah, trust me.
Bro, I love my songs. You have to know this now. If you didn't do high jump, Kamani, what event do you think you would have done?
If I didn't do high jump, I feel like I'd probably do another jumping event. I'd probably come over to long jump and probably smoke you.
That's interesting.
Maybe try triple jump. What about you, Ori?
Obviously, I will class myself as a very versatile young man. Obviously, I feel like I've got the talent to do a lot of events. I feel like I've got the optimal body build to do a lot of events.
Okay.
But I feel like I'll just stick to the jumps, let the guys, I would like Usain Bolt to keep his world record in both the 100 and 200 meters.
Agreed.
And if I switch over to those events, I believe that I would, take over. So, I think I'll just stick to the,
I know you wouldn't do high jump because last time you faced me in high jump, I smoked you. So I think you should stick to triple jump, mate.
So, guys are reciting things from years ago. But that's cool. So,
So on the start list for the
discus.
open disc throw, we have Dave Russell, Emelina Darvo, Curti Ann Ebbage, Maikan Adiran, and Sharon Hutchins.
I like you want to stay here still.
I can't. I think he wants to stay.
I like you want to stay, but I've got gym in it.
Yeah, I got gym. No, but I kind of do.
When does the comp finish?
Well, we're at 6:50.
When does it finish?
I have no clue. One second, let me find the timetable.
Excuse me.
So we have the junior 600 meters coming up soon. We love to see kids,
The whole thing.
kids competing at these competitions. It's amazing.
Who's doing the commentary after?
You've got Tori and Clara.
Is that what you're going to wear?
The next one, and then actually see the whole thing. I realised
So KJ, when did you start doing, track? And how did you get into it as well?
I feel like I started doing track quite a lot later than everyone else. That's how it feels anyway when I talk to people. So I started doing track at around 16. My first competition was my first official athletics competition that was registered was the English schools. And I got into it just, how a lot of people get into it through school. Discovered I was fairly good at it, I enjoyed it, and then started to take it more seriously. What about you, Ray?
Well, I started track for football reasons. I feel like a lot of kids these days, they do track because of football.
Of course,
and
you could have gone
helps.
pro.
I could have gone pro,
Could've gone pro,
obviously.
definitely.
Just God chose a different lifestyle for me.
Indeed,
But
indeed.
yeah, I feel like I started track because of football and keep my fitness for football, and it just changed ways, and I just managed to like track a bit more than I like football. And
what position did you play in football when you played?
I played right wing. I was Iron Robin of the current generation. If you got what I mean. If you know who Iron Robin is, I would have been the Bukayo Saka, but you know.
Yeah, ankles, knees.
No, not even
yeah.
ankles and knees. You know, I was in the face man to be that type of guy. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
We've got a great support on the home straight to cheer guys on today. We'd love to see that.
Bye, Didi.
It's amazing to see youngsters competing at this with older athletes. It's just nice to see them in the same atmosphere, you know,
indeed.
giving them the same recognition they deserve.
Giving them the same support.
Exactly.
Hopefully we can see some good times in this race.
This could be the start of many big things for them in their athletic career. It's nice to see they have these type of opportunities as well, because back in the day we had type of minifons in Lee Valley for, you know, primary school kids and etc. So it's just nice to see, you know, these kids get the opportunity to compete.
And rough.
At the track and field series.
Ori, what do you think about long distance running? Could you do it? Are you excited by it? How do you think you do?
I mean, I have done it before. I've done it part of octathlon, and it was quite interesting, you know. I mean, obviously, me personally, I'm not a long distance runner.
Right.
But I do find it entertaining, but I'm not a very good long distance runner as well. But yeah.
As we go on to our last lap.
It's amazing to see all these kids, you know, running today in the 600 meters. Have you ever tried doing long distance, Kamani?
Never, nope. Nah, not me, sir. I can't. Never, ever in my life.
Why not?
I just feel like my body's not really built for long distance, you know. Gets quite difficult at times.
It's amazing to see this young girl in the lead right now. She's really composed this race very nicely. And it's nice to see the way they're all running. They're not slowing down. It's just amazing to see. I love to see this. Just seeing young kids, you know, partaking in such events like this. I feel like it's good for young kids to, like, you know, explore events, you know, just do a variety of events at a young age, you know, not to specialize in one, because, you know, I started off doing high jump, I end up doing long jump now. So it's nice to, you know, actually I didn't start off doing high jump, sorry. I started doing multi-events, and it would allow me to, like, you know, pick what event I wanted to do later on in the year. So I feel like it's important for youngsters to know, yeah, just do multiple events. Ellen Curley, you know, from Birchwood Harrier, she's doing an amazing race. She's coming to the finish line now.
And finishes with an unofficial time of 1:55.26.
That's
Congratulations,
amazing.
Ellen.
That's amazing. Well done to her. Well done to all these kids. Amazing runs. It's really nice for UOB to, you know, let these little kids enjoy the facilities that the university students are able to use.
That was a great run from Birchfield. Finished first and third. Fantastic.
Oh gosh. Oh. Would you ever try doing like a different event, like now?
Not now. I can't lie, not right now.
But maybe next season?
We'll see how things go. I want to not perfect, but iron out all the details of my high jump before I look to try and improve some of the other events. I think the next event, if I do another one, we'll probably be going to one of the horizontal
Jumps.
jumps. So long jump or triple jump. What about you, Ray?
I feel like I could be a good triple jumper.
Really?
I feel like I've got the legs for it. Pause. I feel like I can do a great job in triple jump. And, you know, jump quite far. You know, you've got Jaden Hibbert from Jamaica in USA right now for Arkansas.
I've seen
doing
yes,
absolutely amazing, spectacular things off 10 strides. In fact,
Think you could beat him?
right now, heck no. And I ain't trying to be cocky in that, but there's no way I'm beating my man because my man is on a different wavelength. He's jumping what professionals are jumping off a short approach.
It's those Jamaicans, man.
It's absolutely crazy.
Ability.
The Caribbeans are doing their thing for real.
Shout out
for
the
real.
Caribbeans, man.
Yeah, man. Africa soon come one day.
Shout out the Caribbeans, obviously, home countries, Windrush generation. Shout out all of them. Wouldn't be here today without you.
Me personally, I wouldn't be here without my mother, my father, and God. Thank you very much. Momsy, if you're listening, shout out to you. Shout out to grandma. Shout out to grandpa.
Shout out
All of you.
Mumsy. Shout out Dad. Shout out CJ. Shout out KJ. Shout out all of them. In the distance, we can see GB high jumper Laura.
Ziolo. But anyways, we've got the next 600 meters coming up. We've got George Wrigley, Elliot Jones, Layla Williams, Tiana Clark, Rocco Hawley, Nia Williams, Mariah Delmedo, sorry.
Of course we did.
And they're off.
The first heat of the 600 was very good. Hopefully we can have more of the same in this one.
Oh yeah, and in the background as well, how can we forget? There's junior long jump going on, my speciality.
Right. Any advice you'd give the junior long jumpers, or from maybe personal experience, or just what you would think would be interesting?
I feel like for young kids these days, it's really, with the power of social media, it's kind of like you see a lot of things going on. And I feel like it's really important for young kids to remember that your journey is not like the next man's journey. And that the way your progressions happen may not be the way other people's progressions happen, but you just have to be patient and take your time. And God willing, you're going to be able to achieve great things because, you know, you're going to maybe you'll get to the same destination, but it may not be the same route you're going to take. But you just have to remember that at the end of the day, you're going to get to that destination, if that makes sense.
It's your own personal journey.
Exactly.
Don't watch what other people are doing. Focus on yourself.
Yes.
Great advice. Last 200 meters of this race.
Another thing is for young kids listening, listen to your coaches. Never think you're too big. No matter how old you are, you always listen to your coaches. We have like Laura Ziolo. She's a graduate from the University of Birmingham, and she's still out here listening to her coaches on a daily
she listens to me all the
basis.
time. I'm her coach. We've come a long way. More to come in the future.
But yeah, so you're never too young, never too old to listen to your coaches, because your coaches have the wisdom of training athletes for years. So it's always important to listen to. They're coming down the home straight right now. What's a finish from her? A time of 1:49.88, unofficial time, but that's an amazing run from her.
Myra Dalmedo, congratulations. And congratulations to everyone participating in this race. Congratulations to everyone participating. Great race. Great effort shown.
It's nice to see that they're all finishing the race as well. Keeping the UOB spirit is really in the air tonight.
Lovely.
Hopefully we'll see these young kids grow out their athletics careers and be really great athletes.
Indeed,
it will be
indeed.
amazing. And they were to say that Ore and Kamani were the ones commentating on their,
Don't
their
come
journey.
compete against us, though. When you
their
grow up,
journey.
don't come compete against us. We'll smoke you.
No, I mean, it's true, but I don't want to say in it, but I agree with the person that said it, you get me? Amazing setup today. Amazing setup. Would you think of competing here, Kamani, next year or this year, in fact, at later comps?
I feel like if I get a chance to do a bit of high jump here, then yeah, I think I'll definitely compete here. Obviously, home track, we're familiar with it. It's close to us. Just all the positives in that.
We have
really.
Evan Campbell on the pole vault runway with the sunglasses.
Shout out
He's
Evan,
really,
man.
really rocking that style today.
Look good, feel good.
Look good. You get the vibe. You know the vibe, man.
Here we
Looking
go.
pound down the runway. He goes up.
Oh,
Nice clearance from
massive
Evan
clearance
Campbell.
from Evan.
We
Shout
love to
out
see
Evan,
it.
Man.
We love to
great
see
guy,
it.
Great guy.
Amazing from him. If you can't tell, that's my training partner right there.
Facts.
So, you know, big him up. Cleared that out with effortless ease.
Excellent execution.
Taught him well. I taught him well. Obviously, Jade was there to support, but I taught him well. But Kamani, how do you feel like the coaching staff at Birmingham have been, in your opinion?
I feel like they've been excellent. Obviously, I've had to teach them a thing or two about the event.
Yeah, I get that.
They've been asking me loads of questions.
I hear that
stuff
too, man.
like that. But they've offered really good advice to me. I feel like I'm improving every single day. They're very inspiring. And yeah, just shout out all the coaches at UOB, man.
Yeah, man.
What about you, Ori?
I mean, they've been great still. Welcome me with open arms. You know, coming from the south of the country, and up here it's been a new experience.
Yeah,
Obviously,
facts.
we have Femi on the pole vault runway from a short approach.
From Warwick, shout out Femi. Here we go. Gets up.
Nice
and it's a
clearance.
massive clearance.
Nice
from Femi.
clearance. Even from a short approach, she's doing absolutely
We're
big
seeing
things.
excellent execution in this men's pole vault.
Pole
Shout out
vault is
them.
a very technical event, and I feel like a lot of athletes should, be inspired today.
Would you say it's the hardest event?
Ooh, I'll say it's up there.
Yeah,
I swear it's up there. Definitely amongst the 400 meter hurdles. I feel like it's up there.
Ooh, yeah. 800.
I personally,
I think 800 is difficult, you know.
I feel like the difficulty of the event is, I feel like every event's actually difficult. Some may argue their case that 100 meters is difficult. Obviously, I
Yeah,
just
because
believe
you
it.
only get such a small amount of time.
I just believe it's running in a straight line and running. Like Tyler Panton, I don't know what you're on about,
Yeah,
but
trust me.
it's just running in a
These
straight line.
guys always talking about relay this, relay that.
Words. But shout out to Bruno, you man did your thing still.
Yeah.
I heard you man got a medal in the 4x100 meter Bucks final outdoor 2023. I mean, sorry. Someone just corrected me. Sorry. I meant
I think they-
UOB got the
I think
gold
they got
medal
the
in the
score
4x1.
I think they got the score
4x1.
All
Bucks
this
2023
talk
final.
before Bucks, and were they able to
Yeah,
execute?
it's such a shame.
Nah.
Such a shame. But shout out to Brunel still. You want to do
Next
your
time,
thing.
next time.
We've got someone on the runway. I think it's Ben.
I think that is Ben.
And he goes up.
Massive
Ooh,
clearance
he
again.
clears it. What an amazing jump from Ben Hillman. We love to see it from the UOB athletes doing the pole vault. Obviously, the decathletes, they're doing their thing today and they're actually shining.
We see them in training every single day,
Working so hard.
I couldn't do that. Shout out them, man.
It's amazing what they're doing. The time they train every single day, more or less.
Early in the mornings,
Early in the
running,
mornings.
That's deep.
Even after we finish training, they're still training, grinding hard.
Fact. Doing all
Putting
these
the
different
work in.
events: discus, javelin, high jump, long distance running, long jump.
It's just amazing to see, to be
I
honest.
couldn't do that. I can't lie.
I believe it's Craig Moncur on the pole vault runway now.
Yes.
Let's just see how he goes.
Yeah, there's no kind of fancy stuff here, so it's not like you're gonna suddenly pass over that, take photos of whatever you want.
This following an excellent performance at box from Craig. I believe he PB'd, if I'm
believe
not
he did.
mistaken.
He's one of the talented decathletes at UOB.
Mm-hmm. If you want to see someone who works hard and who's passionate about the sport, Craig is a great example of that.
A great example. And he is a track captain of
Fact,
UOB.
Future track captain. Shout out.
So
Congratulations
to Craig on that one as well. He'll be definitely giving inspirational speeches and leading the UOB track team.
And also listening to what we want.
Yeah. I want a lot of stuff in
Yeah,
it.
fact.
In particular, beat Loughborough. But shout out to Loughborough, you want to do your thing still. You can't hate on them, man. They're doing their thing still.
Yeah, I'm not hating, but not shout them out. They don't really. Yeah. Shout out Brunel though. I can shout out Brunel.
No, I want to shout love, but you man have done your thing. You know, I've got some really talented athletes
Yeah,
there.
shout out E-Man, shout out E-Man.
Shout out E-Man, shout out Archie Yo, triple jumper and long jumper doing his thing there, But
No.
obviously you got Craig on the pole runway right now. He's gonna go up. Dun, 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 dun.
He approaches.
Goes
Up. Oh, beautiful technique. Beautiful
and he
technique.
celebrates it. Amazing
Beautiful
from Craig
technique.
Monk.
Quick shout out to the crowd from him. Beautiful technique. Clears it by
He does
some
that
distance.
so easily. You're seeing Mondo Duplantis. What? You mean Craig Monker? That's what we're talking about today.
I love that proper British accent from you there, alright?
Obviously, British at heart. You know what I mean? I'm loving the crowd and support for Craig over there in the back, the back bend over there.
Yeah, great support from UOB as always.
If you're watching and you live on UOB campus, don't be afraid to come down and watch Live-O, Live-O, see some talent. You've got some great races and some great fixtures coming up, so don't be afraid to tune in, Ben Hillman on the pole vault runway now. We're not too sure what the heights of the pole vault are, but
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, we can't see.
however, it looks pretty damn high to me. He just dusts off his shoes, bends the bar. That's one thing I'm scared about pole vault,
Yeah, it's snapping.
That bar is a bit
Yeah,
brazy
facts,
for me.
facts. No, because some people get hit. Like when they go up, they clear the bar and then they get hit by the ball. It's peak.
Ben on the runway.
He goes up.
Look at the people on the back near the
Look at
cars
the passion.
celebrating. The passion is incredible. The fans, the support, incredible.
The fans out in numbers today.
The sun's really beaming down
So, Ori,
on a golden day today.
what extra drip do you wear when you're trying to compete?
Obviously, I gotta wear my chain, my necklace.
Yeah.
Every single time without fail.
Facts.
Obviously, I want to start wearing my arm sleeve now because
Yeah.
gotta flex the biceps one time. Obviously, man's got on hench a little bit now. Man's been to uni. Man's got doing some weights now. Man's looking a bit hench now. So you get what I'm trying to say. Somebody coming for real.
You man.
Or the girl that want to steal your things, innit? Anyway, so but yeah, so I like to wear a chain, arm sleeve, a couple of days. I might try a leg sleeve, but I'm not too sure about that.
I don't know about leg sleeve.
Because I feel like the cramp thing's a bit crazy. Like it's just a bit tight, but
I don't want it. I feel like it would feel awkward still.
yeah, but I might wear a headband a couple times, But one thing I'm against, guys should stop doing this. Stop wearing durags to
Yeah,
run.
facts. If I see another guy with a do-rag on,
Pole
like,
vault.
come on.
Ooh.
Unlucky.
Another attempt for
He'll
him, definitely.
get another attempt. I saw one time a guy wearing a full Puma trackie when he was competing.
Yeah, I can't lie.
That's crazy.
But each to their own. But one thing I'm against. Guys need to stop doing it. Stop wearing durags to compete.
It's cutting off the blood to your head.
Words
bro.
you don't. And number 2, it's not drip. Let me tell you that now. It's not drip.
It's not drip. It's not drip.
Durag is not drip. But yeah, man. Maybe headbands and that, but durag ain't drip, bro. Durag ain't drip. But what's your fashion tips, bro?
Well, obviously, gotta wear the chain. Gold or silver doesn't really matter to me. Earrings, I always wear the earrings when I'm competing.
That's a nice one. That's a nice touch.
The arm sleeve, I'm looking to invest in the arm sleeve soon. So sponsors, Nike, Adidas, shout me.
Nike, shout us, man.
Shout me.
You know what I mean? Like Nike, Adidas, Puma, whatever.
Yeah, even
just
Puma,
shout
New
us.
Balance, just
We're
shout
the
us,
best
man. I'm
high
trying to
jump
get
and long
paid.
jump duo
Come
in
on
the
now.
world. Come on now. If you want people to start, just shout us, man. Shout us.
And yeah, that's it.
But what pro athlete are you rating their, style? Oh wait, so we got Craig on the runway again. He's striding down the runway. And he goes up and he clears it! What a clearance from Craig. That's amazing. Amazing right there. Amazing.
When Barsham wears the sunglasses when he's coming, I don't know how he does that, I think that's hard.
That's a nice one still. Can't lie, I'm liking the, you know, Marquise Dendy, balaclava, and a bucket hat. That's
cold. Yeah,
that's
that's cold, isn't it? It's
That's
cold.
some cold drip right there. I might try that style out real quick. You know, I don't know if they'll allow it, but you know, the
and we
belly
have
and a
Evan Campbell setting up. Obviously, preparation before jumps is really, really important. You don't want to go too quickly. You want to take time, prep yourself, and then execute as well as you can.
How do you feel like you compose yourself? What things do you go through before you jump?
I like
a couple press ups. Ooh,
flexing for him. Come on.
Come on. See the muscle gains and that, arm gains and that. See the pump.
So I feel like I like to visualize myself jumping. So I like look over the bar, try to imagine myself clearing it. Then I do a couple jumps in the air, probably 2 or 3 jumps. Then I go sort of set myself split stance, put my leg back, get low to start driving, and then prepare myself. Then I go off. How do you prepare for a jump?
Well, I'm quite similar to you in terms of like I'm visioning myself, trying to, you know, see what I'm doing. Like obviously it's important to like visualize and like, because I feel like when you visualize and you see yourself jumping far, you can basically copy what you visualize and actually jump far.
Facts. Visualization, I feel like is really, really strong.
Yeah, and I say a quick prayer each round.
Yeah.
And then breathe in a lot. Just compose myself, you know, because in competition, adrenaline can be really high. You got to make sure that you're like, just compose. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, 100%.
So we've got Evan Campbell on the runway right now.
Oh, delightful. Well, you're relieving these 2 lovely people here and already doing a wonderful job. So you can choose which camera you want to take. That one's a little bit more
We're getting Guys, I'm afraid this is going to be like the last 5 minutes we've had with you.
Oh, unlucky for Evan. He's going to have another
He'll get
attempt
another
for that.
attempt, sorry. I believe in him. This is our last 5 minutes, sorry. How would you say this commentating has been? It's our first time.
It's our first time, you know.
I really
enjoyed it, you know. Like it's been an interesting, you know, spectating. Obviously, we're used to competing all the time, but it's nice, you know, having this like commentating vibe today, you know.
It's chill.
BBC can like sign us up. Gary Lineker, if you need help, just talk to us, man. We can help you out. You know what I'm trying to say?
Tyler, if you need help commentating the Prem games, I'm here, bro.
Bro, just shout us, man. We'll help you out. Simples.
Obviously, we got to get paid as well, but like I'm sure you can cover that.
But yeah, we got Femi on the runway. He's getting ready.
Warwick University. Shout out Warwick, man.
Yeah, shout out Warwick. They did a thing at Bucks. Shout out to George Siri in the 400-meter hurdles at Bucks. He really did his thing there.
Sort of doing what we talked about, mentally preparing himself to execute this jump.
People to come and take over from you, Emily. Try and focus on the runners. That sounds like really kind of basic, but this one at the moment, whoever's taking over this one is mostly focused on the pole vault.
You know the Warwick vest confuses me so much because from a distance it looks exactly the same as ours.
As the UOB one, yeah.
Yeah, fact.
Obviously, there's a lot of universities.
I mean, a lot of difference in quality, but I mean, if they're trying to be like us, I guess we can be the role models.
Got some nice kit coming in next year, hopefully.
Yeah, trust me.
What do you think about the unitards?
Me personally, I wouldn't wear the unitard, but I've heard a lot of people would like to wear it, so I'm happy other people are happy, you know?
Sure.
Whatever makes other people happy. Me, for one, want the arm sleeve.
Oh, so Femi's on the runway now. Let's see how he goes. Sorry for cutting you short, bro. He goes up. And he clears it.
Tickled it a bit, but
amazing clearance, man. He's actually doing his thing from a short approach today as well.
A clearance is a clearance, man.
And we love to see that. What's the maddest clearance you've ever done in high jump? Because I've heard the maddest stories, you know, like someone fully
mad as in the height I've done, or mad as in like what actually happens when you go over the bar.
Like going over the bar.
There was quite a lot of dropouts.
I don't even know. Oh, do you know? So sometimes, what happens is you clip it, it will like bounce up, and then it will stay on the. It will still stay on.
Yeah.
That's happened to me before.
So what field events happen on the bin?
But like that never happens at like the really, really high heights. But it's still quite crazy. But to be fair, you don't actually see it when you're going over. You can just
Yeah.
like kind of hear it, and
Yeah.
you can hear the crowd doing all that. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we got on the runway now. Ooh, bail out, but
Unlucky Ben.
maybe it wasn't a nice.
The entry of BMC. Then we have
Oh yeah, it wasn't Ben.
shot that starts around 7:30, so that'll probably, if you have gaps. Although what you might get.
Well, yeah, man. Commentary's been great,
It's
man.
been great, man. This has been a good experience.
It's been absolutely incredible.
Weather's held up.
Weather's held up really nicely, you know.
Technology's held up.
And let's hope it stays this way because it's been really nice over today. So Evan Campbell on the runway for the pole.
Shout out
bro.
Evan, man.
These decathletes really
Well,
work
it's
so
been good for you.
hard. I feel like kids should try multi events. Like I said before, it's really
nah,
important.
you're good. Trust me,
At
I've
young-
seen it.
at
You're
young
good.
age, at young
You're
age,
good.
at young
Don't
age, do
that. I'm warning
pentathlons.
you.
Do
This guy's an
pentathlons.
op. Stop being an op.
Pentathlons for young age is really
Still.
important. They don't do pole vault. They do like hurdles, high jump, long jump, 800, and I believe shot put. So yeah, something like nothing too extreme.
My personal rule is I like to stick to one event. Maybe I'm just lazy, but that's my personal rule.
Evan
Anyway,
on the
here Evan
runway.
goes. Gathering speed, gathering speed.
He goes up. Wow.
Oh,
unlucky.
Just didn't
but
have
the
that
way,
extra momentum to carry him over the
the way
bar.
that stick bend was brazy. Brazy, bro. Damn. Pause. But yeah, that was actually a really good attempt from the UOB man. Unlucky for him, but it takes a lot of time to set up today. Did you help set up?
Yeah, I did. I've been here since like 8 a.m.
I swear.
Did you help set up?
Of course. I had to help set up, you know.
What time did you get here?
6 a.m. innit? I woke up at 5, you know.
Yeah.
Student athlete and that.
Yeah.
Just got,
Yeah.
I'm definitely blacking right
what
now.
did you help
but
set
still.
up? And who were you with?
I was with Jade and Josh.
So if I
Shout out
asked
to
you,
Josh Wisdor, our president of
if
UOB.
I asked Jade, was she here at 6 a.m. and she doesn't say?
Of course,
she was,
of course,
what do you
bro.
think?
Bro, I was at 6 a.m.
Oh
bro.
yeah, that's true. Actually, shout out Josh, future president, hoping to make very good changes and continue to move our club forward.
Okay, right now we have the 200 meters.
200 meters is always a very good race. When are we getting kicked off?
Where's the start?
Don't have it.
Is this junior?
Don't think so. Oh.
Are you sure?
I know, it looks junior.
No, it's
No,
under
it's
13,
junior.
under 13 boys, under 15 girls.
Under 13 boys and under 15 girls, 200 meters on the line. Cheers, thank you. We've got Kai.
Oh yeah, it's on the screen. It's on the screen for you guys now if you
Kai
want to read the
McMillan
start
in lane
list.
1. Jude Curley in lane 2. Phoebe Patterson in lane 3. Niam O'Carroll in lane 4.
Roth.
Hannah Derby in lane 5. Teeman Clark in lane 6. Josephine Cocklow in lane 7. And Molly Davey in lane 8. This is a nice race.
Coming to the home straight now.
Hannah Derby in the lead. 50 meters out from the finish line. What a race from
Yeah,
the
she's.
UOB
We'll see what the
student.
unofficial time says.
Unofficial time, 27.88. Nice race from Hannah.
Well done to everyone participating.
Well, thank you guys for having us. It's our
love,
time's
guys.
over. We're going to move the commentation on tonight, but hope
Yeah.
you enjoy yourselves and enjoy the
Shout
commentating
the man them.
continuation.
Shout
everyone, but yeah, enjoy.
Yeah, love guys.
Thanks, guys. Well done for that.
How are we this evening, Clara?
Yeah, all good. Heat 1 was rapid, like usual.
I don't think I could do 200, to be fair. I think I don't have the fast twitch muscle fibres for that. After a long steady round Cannon Hill Park this afternoon, really cannot be hacking that. So, yeah. Well, I'm glad to say that Tori has arrived relieve my duties today. But, you know, Buak Social Sec here to take over for the next hour for you on the Track and Field Series live stream. As the next of our Open 200s gets ready there down the back straight.
So I believe Heat 2 will be coming up, and we've got a special athlete in this race, Holly Mills, a very, very good athlete that we are proud to have at Birmingham today.
Who doesn't love Birmingham? I think Birmingham provides like a really, really good racing atmosphere. You know, you've got all the Birmingham athletes who love cheering everyone along. You just can't get much better than in Brum.
In Brum, yes, indeed. And on to Heat 2. We have got the start list there up on the screen for you there. That is true. Holly Mills, the 4th World Indoor Champs and Commonwealth Games last year. A very good athlete there against very promising athletes to beat. This will be a very fast heat, I believe, with times around 25 seconds.
I wish I could do that.
And then it would show what they've done.
So we've got a few Buak athletes in this one today.
Yeah, we do.
We've got Emily Hack and Emmeline Brown.
And Annie Tester.
I don't think Annie Tester is running,
Oh,
unless
she's
I
not?
do see her on the start line. But as far as I knew last night, she told me she was not doing the 200, so we will see. But yeah, a few Buak
That would have been a
athletes.
good one. Annie Tester is very, very fast.
She
I
is
can vouch for that.
indeed. So this should be soon kicking away.
So we've got our start list with us, and they're about to
Also
go.
Marley Jessup in this, which is the 2nd British Senior Indoors and Bucks Outdoor Champ this year. So should be 200 metre specialist.
On that.
And the athletes are underway. Buak athletes have got a very, very good start to the race.
Who's
And
that
I think-
steaming down the track?
I believe that to be one of the Jack.
There you go.
Jack Keane, I believe, is storming away. With the time, he's going very quick. Oh, I was around 22, I believe. Buak girls just behind. And Eva Tyler doing very well. I do not see Holly Mills in the race, as far as I know. She is here this evening, but I do believe she's doing multiple events. I believe she's doing the long jump as well as a hurdle. So
Sometimes
maybe
they
she
say quality
see
over quantity,
That is very true, Tori.
which is why I'm only doing one race tonight.
One race tonight, yeah, I believe so. Couldn't catch me doing a long jump.
No, neither.
That was
Bit
heat
too much
2 out of
time.
heat 4, so 2 more to go, 2 done.
Heat 4. Or is it heat 5 now?
No, heat 3. Good, you're a bit behind. Yeah.
Where is it?
Well, it's here on my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah. So your results for the first heat, oh no, 600.
So the results are up
That was for the
of
600.
the 600.
Oh, looking for the heat 1 of the 200. And there,
there
it
they
is.
go.
And Hannah Darby steaming away, Buak, with a 27.88. You can read the rest, but that was a very good heat there. Times ranging.
Hopefully a night of many PBs tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see that a lot of Buak athletes out here racing. Home track, great event, great start to Track and Field Series.
Exactly. And some would say the skies have shut today.
They have, it's looking blue sky.
Blue sky. Hopefully
Hopefully keep the rain away. Don't see any
Exactly.
grey clouds though, so
Exactly.
seems all good.
And is that heat 2?
No.
That's heat 3.
Heat 3 underway. We have a mixture of athletes in this race. One Buak, Nathaniel Franklin. We've got Prince Aya from Brat and James Coldclough, and a few other athletes in there. All
Got a couple
ranging-
Davids there too.
We do. So you had 2 Jacks last race, 2 Davids this race.
Information for round 2 of the women's 100-metre hurdles.
Oh, let's hear.
The first of 2 races will go off at 6:30, the second at 6:33.
We've got Konyu Shi in this race. He runs for BCU. Did do the Bucks Outdoors this year with a time of 23:74 is his season best and personal best, which he just broke a few months ago. Actually, only a month ago in May, the Bucks Outdoor.
And we've got David Mould, who's run 23, season's best.
Yeah,
So it'll be a
it
very
looks like
interesting
the-
rank. Quite close race, maybe.
David Mould does believe to be the fastest in this heat. Will he win? We shall find out.
Exactly. Anything can happen on the track.
Anything can happen.
Any dropouts, could you tell somebody in the white part?
110 lovely people watching this evening, so, you know, at the moment.
You're not.
And heat 3 is just about to be under the way.
And off they pop. And they're getting ready. A few jumps to get their legs moving just before the gun goes.
And off they go.
Some good starts there.
Yeah,
Driving those arms. Can see them
They are
from the
indeed.
live
You
screen.
just can't quite see what athletes coming in there.
No.
In front.
Got lane 4. Lane 4 and 5 are battling out.
That is David.
Is it the 2 Davids? Wow, there you go.
That was David Mould who won that. The
Fight of the Davids.
yeah.
And
fight
David
of the
Mould took
Davids.
the win.
He did indeed. It's a very strong race from Nathaniel there as well. Looked very quick. Wait for the results to pop up for that. But that was there we go.
Is that the results?
Yep. That was the start list. Just waiting for the results.
And this is
Is there anyone
the
else
result.
in the field that you feel could give you a little bit of trouble today?
You've got to notice that all the colourful spikes that are on the track tonight, you can't miss them really. You don't know which one to look at, if I'm honest.
No, and I can't quite tell you, my bright pink spikes arrived today.
Did they?
Yeah. The
Well,
spikes
the results are up
out
on
here
the
are just
screen.
getting and
For
here we
heat
go.
2. This is for heat 2
So
of the 200 metres. Jack Keane won that.
That
by,
was Jack
by,
Keane's
by a
first
mile.
200 metres. So that was
First
a PB
ever.
for him. First ever 200 metres for Jack Keane.
Legal wind of 2 point.
You can't quite say that.
I'll give up there.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's Jack Keane, under 17 male, 24:10, first 200 at this track. I think that's a very, very good time
Who knows?
indeed.
Maybe he'll be a 200 metre runner now.
You never know.
I'm sure
was
he'll.
that?
I'm sure he'll like that time.
And that
a
was
very good time.
that was a season best for Eva Tyler, which was very good there. And I do believe that could be a PB for Emily Hack as well. So that looks like
What
a
a good
very,
race.
very strong race. Emmeline Brown, there again. Buak, doing very good in
It
fourth
has to
position
be
in
the
that
colourful
race.
spikes. And this, then the start list's up for heat 4
Heat
of the 600
4.
metres.
That looks...
Juniors.
This is the wrong one, isn't it?
The
That
wrong.
is the
This is
wrong-
not happening.
That's not happening. I was going to say, it didn't match my list.
So we've got heat 4.
We have got Benjamin Toe, Kit Oliver Stevens, Jack Forrest,
Amy Hunt. One to
the
watch.
Very one to watch. Double gold at 29 European Athletics and the under 20 champs in the 200 and the 4x1. If she is racing today, that would be a very, very strong heat. And we've got Harry Hillman, Cameron Bailey, our true BUAC great racer, who did win gold at the Bucks Outdoor, 400 and 4x100. And the other few athletes I will introduce after.
What a race.
What a race indeed. Can't wait for them to start.
It's a stacked male field, but except from Amy Hunt.
Yeah, one to watch.
Exactly.
Easy to notice then.
Yes, exactly.
In the blocks, getting ready.
You're always told to dive off the blocks, aren't you?
We're not in
Almost
swimming.
like swimming.
Not quite. I never know where to be quiet when they're about to start.
No, neither.
Oh, and the race is off. Cameron Bailey looking very strong out the blocks there. Amy
Massive
Hunt
stride.
is doing great, being stretched by the boys, which is very good to see. Cameron Bailey looking very, very strong.
It's a fight.
Jack Forrest looking very good indeed. And we've also got
Cam
Benjamin
Bailey just
Toe.
took it.
And Cam Bailey did take it. The strong, strong race from Amy Hunt there. Just leading at the back, just behind the rest of the pack. Yeah, very good race from those indeed. I'm sure Cam Bailey will be very happy with that, considering his season already has been very good. As I said, the Bucks Gold, 2 medalists
He's
there.
the Bucks Gold medalist.
For 400 and a 4x1. So
we're witnessing.
good to see him
we're
running well in the
witnessing
200
some,
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Some absolute stars, track stars, I'd say.
Looks tough for them all now, looking back.
I
Can't
don't know
quite
whether
see.
I'd like to meet.
Harry Fisher just went in through the camera.
He's on a mission.
He is on a mission. Getting ready to race. Yeah, that was the 200s wrap up there. That was some of our results from Heat 3, as you can see up on the screen now.
Dan Mould, 23.04. Very strong time, that.
Very strong time.
And then you got, following him, James from Brat, 23.61. Very strong times.
Yeah, and that was a season best for James there. For 23.61, which he should be pleased with. And then Konyoy run a quicker time than he did in Bucks Outdoor, so it's showing that each athlete here is running very quick tonight.
Must
at
be
this track.
something in the Birmingham air.
Yeah, definitely something in the Birmingham area. Hopefully it pays off for us two later this evening.
Later tonight. You know, some people have some race preps that they've got to do, isn't it? Some almost like what's it called? Superstitions. I like to get my nails done before I race. So I went to get my nails done today.
I don't think the YouTuber watchers are going to appreciate that that comment.
Is there any superstitions you must have?
Any superstitions? You know what? Banana and peanut butter on toast.
Really?
Gets you going.
To be fair, I think that's a quality snack, isn't it? All the nutritionists would back you on that one. I'm not quite sure about peanut butter
Right,
though.
on to pole vault anyway.
Oh, on pole vault. Here we go. A
Some
hop,
good
skip, and a
jumps
jump.
already. Yep, indeed.
Or slightly, just a jump.
Saw some good jumps earlier that the boys were commentating about. Seemed like the athletes were doing very well in that.
You can see a lot of red on the screen. All the BUAC kit. Can't get much better.
No, you can see it all around, even the spectators. I think they're just getting ready for the hurdles here.
Yeah.
by
What's
the
your
looks of it out the
What's your
track.
favourite race kit?
Race kit.
Or any sort of running gear. What's your favourite running gear?
So the spikes.
Spikes, really?
Yeah, without them you can't run.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
they do look the best. Especially with a new fresh pair. You see someone on the start line with a new fresh pair of spikes.
You can smell that then.
You get it. You get a little bit shaky. Some might say nervous.
I think my favourite gear is arm sleeves. I think they're quite
Yeah, but not for
They're
a track
quite
event.
difficult to buy.
I think cross country you can wear them. Track event, I don't
No, I
think
think
so.
track it looks really cool. They're quite
I don't really
exclusive.
see many sprinters wearing
Yes, they do.
arm sleeves, do they?
Yeah, and they always look cool.
Who's
Sprinters
out on the
always look good.
track? Out on the track setting up the hurdles. We've got our great volunteers out this evening. Great Billac spirit. Oh, Sam.
Sam Davies running to help out, get those hurdles and set them on the track for your athletes to race. Got Stanley Clark, is that?
Yes, it is indeed.
And the 200,
And the 200
results?
results are out, as you can see on the screen. Cam Bailey running a very good time there.
Is it a PB?
Don't know if it's a PB. Can't quite see. Yeah, it's his first 200 of this year, so it was a very good time for that indeed.
That puts Amy Hunt 18 from the UK standings this year. by the way.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Amy Hunt, if you didn't hear from Zach Bridgen, saying that Amy Hunt is now the 18th current standings in UK for the 200 after the time she just hit tonight. So I bet she'll be very pleased with that,
And
indeed.
I'm sure she'll be returning back to Birmingham.
And she shall. For the next Track and Field Fest, I believe, in June.
Harry Hillman running a 22.39.
Oh, that believes to be a season best for him.
Season's best. Well, there you
Yeah.
go. I hope he has cake tonight to celebrate.
Indeed. And maybe Cam Bailey will be at Sports Night after that result.
Exactly. Who doesn't love a night out after a good race, a solid race? I think it's a great way to just really celebrate.
Especially those Billac
Especially.
athletes like Kit Oliver Stevens.
Yeah, maybe you'll see him at Sports Night too. The results are up of Heat 4, yeah.
So what have you got next? The hurdles.
The swarm of hurdles.
I feel like
For
we've
someone who doesn't do hurdles, that looks scary, doesn't it?
Yeah. Does indeed.
And the start lists are up
for the
for Heat 1
hurdles.
of the 100-metre hurdles, women's.
It's their second run, by the way.
What? Why? Second?
They do
Wow.
2 runs in the evening.
Wow.
Well, something you learn. Something
Wait, so
you learn about
every
hurdles.
race that they do hurdles, they run twice?
No, not necessarily. It's more that they do. Yeah, so in open events we give them the option to be able to do 2 runs. If something goes wrong on the first one, they've got an option there to race on the second one.
Is that something we only offer here, or is it most opens?
I mean, not most opens, but there are a few opens in the country that offer such a service. Obviously, here at University of Birmingham, we aim to please. So yeah, if
That's
you're a
very good.
hurdler or a sprinter over 100 metres or 110, have a look on our open track in the future. Come along, get 2 races for the price of 1.
Yeah.
What a bargain.
Yeah, what a bargain. Imagine that.
I think that's...
You don't run well in your first race, so you know what, you just give it a go
Exactly.
a few hours later. And we've got Lily Holt in this race, a great Billac athlete, who will be running alongside the other athletes in this race, who seem to be very, very good contestants. So this will be an exciting race.
We've got one Billac runner, Lily Holt, in lane 4. Haven't got a time up there, but
We haven't got time up there,
I'm
but
sure,
I do believe...
I'm sure she'll shock the track.
She will. She doesn't need the time, she's that quick.
Alongside her competitors, who all look very strong as well.
But yeah, like Zach did say, if you are here watching and you didn't enter for the 100 hurdles today and you want to in the future, you now know that you can have the opportunity to run it twice at Billac. So, what great. Like you
Don't know
said.
whether I would want to race twice, if I'm honest. But if something goes wrong in the first race, then
Yeah, maybe not,
that's a
maybe
great
not
option.
the longer races you wouldn't want to run twice, but
I wouldn't want to run a 3K twice, I can tell you that. I don't even run 3K.
Oh. Well, this is heat 1.
I think they're just setting up their blocks. Let's see how many heats there are.
Yeah, like a kiss cam.
Is it?
No.
We should get that animated next
That's
time.
at 5 now.
I think this is it.
No,
No, it's not.
it's not 5.
That's the times.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I think it's heat 1 of 2. We have 2 heats of this.
We've got the Bucks high jump bronze medalist, Lily Holt.
Changing the tune and running a bit of hurdles. I do believe she does do maybe a multi-eventer.
Is she a multi-eventer?
Well, she looks like it. She's running some hurdles, not a high jump. Don't think it's the same technique.
It's not.
Oh, and then we've got. You can try. I don't.
Rebecca Hardy from. Wait.
No.
Oh no, I'm reading the wrong list. Yasmin, 1451.
Right, I'm going to try not to offend anyone here, but I'm going to try and pronounce Okwichikawu.
No. No. You can eat the peanuts. No one has peanut allergy. Oh. Yeah, that's fine then.
The athlete in lane 8 is going for an under 18 Commonwealth standard tonight.
What? Wow. And this is all at Birmingham. You wouldn't think though, would you? Just going on a university like track and field open meet. It's quite impressive. And we're just here watching it.
Yeah. Indeed. Be interesting to see how she races if she's going for that time.
Under 18.
Strong.
I didn't even know that they had like Commonwealth. Wait, but she's under 20. But I'm sure we maybe have just got that wrong. But either way, she is trying to get the Commonwealth standard, so I'm sure the Birmingham track will help her out there. They're all getting ready.
Yeah, I think they just finished setting up the hurdles. And looks like the athletes are getting their blocks ready. You can't quite see that on screen, but you can see our Buak athlete in the distance with his pole vault.
Who is
Do you
that,
believe
Craig?
I do think that is Craig Buncourt, Arctic athlete at this uni. You can see some of the hurdlers are just practicing going over the first few hurdles, getting ready for this first heat of the 100-metre hurdles.
Is this 100 metre or 110?
100 metres, men do 110.
You learn something new every day.
You do indeed. Oh, there you now can see the full.
You can see them all practicing the hurdles.
It's all good, don't worry.
That looks like Lily Holt there.
Yeah.
She's getting ready, going through the first few 2 hurdles, practicing her run up over them to ensure she is ready to blast out this race and hopefully get a PB.
It might just be one race because they haven't put hurdles out in lane 7.
They have not.
Which looks a bit odd. But
Oh no, I think that's because there's only 6 athletes in this race.
Ah.
7 even.
There's a gap because she's going over a different height.
So there's 2 different heights in this race.
Oh.
So lane 8 is going over higher heights.
Lower.
I assume
Lower
height, sorry.
Because she's going for the under 18 Commonwealth standard.
Going crowd searching.
Crowd searching. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Who
So
can we see? I
All the
don't-
crowd out here.
Oh, our little girl cheering. Must be cheering on a sibling. Very nice to see. Family.
See
down
all
at
the
the track.
excitement just radiating off the track tonight.
Who can
Yeah.
we see?
Let's
A lot of
spot
commentators.
A Buaka.
A lot of commentators as we see at these open meets. We just seem to bring a lot of energy with the music.
We do. I think people
there's
quite
Jay
like
down there.
racing
Or
with
one of the great coaches we have here at Birmingham. Oh, there's Craig and
Ben.
They've gone quickly. Oh, I see Ella Semple down there. Must be getting ready for her 1500 later this evening.
Exactly. There's a few interesting 1500 metre races coming up.
It's Casey Bowen, lane 2. Lily Holt in lane 4.
Must be the wrong.
See the athletes just getting ready.
Got some nice and bright outfits tonight. That's nice to see. It's almost like positivity shining through the screen.
Let's say that all in one orange outfit.
Yeah, I think that's very cool. and the arm sleeves.
Like you
The
said,
coolest bit of gear.
can't quite see what outfit that is there. She does covering up her number. I can see Katie Burr there in the Loughborough vest, I believe.
No, not really. We could bring up the 100 hurdles and see why start list again.
Thanks for the start list again for you guys. If you've just tuned in now to watch the first heat of the 100 metre hurdles for the women's, you can see our start list up here.
120 are watching live.
120 people watching live, so a few minutes and you'll see the first heat undertaken. That's Lily Holt, 264, a Boaka. Multi-eventer, normally does the high jump, but as you can see here, she's going for the hurdles today. 263, Katie Burr, a Loughborough athlete. 262, Maya Stewart. And 260 is Yasmin Yukawi.
Spikes on, ready to go.
Yes, I do believe. Do we have an athlete in lane 8? I am not sure.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe she won't be going for the under 18 Commonwealth standard tonight, but I'm sure she'll be going for that very soon. She might have already got it in the first heat because this is our second heat of the 100 metre hurdles. Second round for them all. Already raced today, ready to race again. Hopefully beat their times from earlier.
First race was almost a primer for them, maybe.
Yeah.
A little warm up for their second race.
Yeah, she ran 14:31 in the first round. I don't know if that's what is the standard.
14:31. Well, her PB is 14:11, but I don't know what the
under 18 Commonwealth standard would be.
Let's have a look.
Anyway, athletes are just getting ready.
Nothing
Silence
fast.
on the track, as always.
Maybe we're gonna have the official running in lane 7.
You never know.
God, it's chaos there. Bikes on the track. Oh, they all flew over. James.
Oh, a little smile at the end there from James on the bike. The athletes are just getting down into their blocks, ready for this heat.
0.5.
And the athletes are underway. Going very, very quick there. Lily Holt sprinting out. She wins that heat with Yasmin soon just behind her. It was a very quick heat for the most 4 athletes. Nice to see they're all hugging after that race. I think they're all quite happy with those times and how that went. There's 2 Loughborough athletes in that. Great to see that. That was a great heat 1, as you could all see there.
Oh my God.
Results will soon be.
15 minutes. They'll probably warm me up. There's nothing else. Once we get away from these hurdles, I might as well put on the long jump.
Results for that race will soon be put up on the screen for you guys to see. That was very good from those athletes. Shame to see that one of the athletes didn't quite finish that race, but
yeah, I think she rattled a few hurdles.
Yeah, rattled a few hurdles, which happens.
It does.
As you athletes watching or supporters do know, it doesn't always go to plan.
It doesn't go to plan. That's the beauty of athletics, isn't it?
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
days it does, and that's why those 4 athletes, when they crossed that line, they were hugging and they were very
Yeah,
supportive of
exactly.
each other, so they knew. Great
Some days you
racing.
have it, some days you don't.
Yeah. And soon we'll be going on to Heat 2 of 2, where we have got 2 great athletes. Not saying the others aren't, but 2 astonishing athletes here at Birmingham. We've got Holly Mills, GB heptathlete, running in the next heat, and Marley Jessop, our 2nd British senior indoors and Bucks outdoor champion from this current year. So very good to see these 2 racing. And Holly Mills, the 4th World Indoor Champs and Commonwealth Games last year. She didn't do the 200 earlier, but I think I can see her down at the track getting ready for this 100-metre hurdle. So maybe she just wanted to focus on this event tonight after doing the long jump, I believe, earlier.
Yeah, I mean, or like, to be honest, like, yeah, like, I go, like, I mean, you can buy, like, cheap hot dogs, or I go and buy, like, a couple of trap phones and do SIM cards across the network, and that's enough to get, like, it's like, that'll work, like.
Holly Mills will be in lane 3, Zoe Lucas lane 2, Marley Jessop lane 5, Malik Clooley lane 6, and Kia Slade lane 7. So you can see those athletes. As I said earlier, that lovely orange suit there is one of our lucky athletes to be down at the track tonight. I believe that's Marley Jessop. And in the turquoise top is Holly Mills getting ready to run through these hurdles. Lovely to see that we have a Great Britain heptathlete at this competition tonight. Just proves that Birmingham Track and Field Series really can be a bit for everyone. We've had some under-13s here running their first event of the night, and we've got some GB athletes right here now.
What an inspiration for those young athletes.
Exactly, and those watching, even down at the track, see a round with full of spectators, small and big, aspiring to be maybe a heptathlete like Holly Mills. So great to see, and for those watching. So no BUAC athletes in this race, but many others from all over.
Got 255 people viewing at the moment.
255.
155.
Almost as many as our podcast.
Just getting the hurdles up for height for this race. She's got our volunteers helping out, as you can see down at the track, and the athletes just getting ready. So you've got.
There you go.
I don't think I've seen anything worse.
That
jump scaring me.
That did jump scare me.
Can we request to not be on that?
I would be very much.
I'm actually repping the wrong uni.
Well, I've still got the red. I'm not sure if I like this though. The camera's just there. So.
Oh my gosh, this is really cool. See, this is what you get at Birmingham. You don't know what's going to happen.
You don't. I was not expecting that. I was more concentrated on the athletes.
Exactly, and it's quite nice to see a face to a voice, isn't it? So these are our faces to our voices.
There you go. There you go. I was not ready for this, but maybe we want to tune back to the athletes.
Maybe they're all getting ready. I think the viewers
Thank
have
God
had
for
enough
that.
of
Yeah,
us.
I don't think. Maybe we've dropped viewers now.
Yeah, they've been scared of our faces.
But feel free to join back on now because we got the athletes down at the track, as you can see.
Don't run away. We're not that scary.
So that's Holly Mills in lane 2, you can see there, and Marley Jessop in lane 4. With Mallory Cully in lane 6 just beside her. 258 is Kira Holt, and 259 is Zoe Lucas. So some very strong athletes on the start line, as you can see.
It's a bit chilly down at the track today, isn't it?
Oh, it's better chilly than rain.
Yeah,
say.
I agree.
I think it's great conditions for these athletes to run in tonight, so great to see. It'll be a very interesting race here tonight. It's heat 2 of the 100-metre hurdles for the females. Just getting ready for them to get into their blocks. The athletes, all great start from Marley Jessup. Holly Mills doing great over those hurdles. Just behind Marley Jessup. And that was Kira Holt there. Marley Jessup just did peep Kira Holt's at the line, but that was a very good, strong race from all 5 of them for that. And they all seemed pretty happy. Very pleased to have hugged someone. Do see tears down the track, so I'm very glad she's done great for that race.
Could be a relative, could be a friend.
Don't know what she was going for. Could be her coach, her dad.
Could be under 20 euros.
She was very happy with how she's done, Kira Holt, so I'm pleased, very pleased for her, bringing tears to the track tonight.
I just had a bug fly onto me.
But yeah, that was Heat 1, as you can see on the Heat 1 results. Just popped up here.
There's Heat 1.
So Lily Holt running 14:55 time there. Yeah, so as you can see, the results are there.
Oh. Well, just like the song that's playing right now, it's now time to get funky.
Get funky.
Get
see
funky
long
on the
jump
track.
in the background. But yeah. And as you can see, you can go on to Open Track to see the live results if you have missed any or just tuned into YouTube now and wanted to see the results from earlier today or later this evening. Just pop onto Open Track and live results will be posting. That's all the 100-metre hurdles finished now.
Oh my god, I scare myself every time.
I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of the setup.
Well, now the viewers can see. Look, I went to get my nails done.
I
think they look fairly nice.
I'm not
Hopefully
a fan
they'll
of
take me
this.
around the track, make my race feel easier.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Look good, run fast, don't they?
They do indeed.
And I'm a strong believer of that. I like wearing coordinated
weird
outfits.
because I'm looking at the TV. The camera's there.
I know, yeah.
Thank God it's gone
and
away.
we're off.
And we're off back to not our faces, which is much better sight. I can say for myself. Maybe not Tori, but.
Oh no, I thought my nails looked good.
Nails did look good, but.
Thank you. Maybe not
I think,
my face.
I think the viewers are more interested in what's going on at the track.
At the track, that is very true, to be fair.
Oh, I can see Zoe Ostrich there, helping out with the pole vault, and I do believe that's Craig just about to jump. Is that Craig?
And
it is.
Yeah, it is. And no.
Oh.
Not this time.
Good attempt. Don't think
he looks slightly confused. Maybe I think his hand might have slipped.
Don't know if he got the best
hurt.
run up there, but I'm sure he'll have another attempt and go again in a bit.
Holding his hamstring, so maybe that was
just changing the hurdle heights,
tight.
I believe, again.
See, look at the swarm of volunteers we have on the track helping out.
See Luke Gunn over there, our head coach here at the Birmingham University. For this current year.
They look like little ants, don't they? Running around the track.
I'm loving the
sorting
red.
out the
It
hurdles.
just blends in with the track. It's beautiful.
Yeah. There we go, jumping from one hurdle to the
jacket.
next, securing them to make sure our athletes don't fall over when they try and jump over them. Well, I'd say leap is a better adjective than jump over hurdles. You don't really jump. You're trying to go quite low, close to them, so it's a bit of a leap. I have no idea. But here they are, sorting out the hurdles. Looks like the men's hurdles don't, but slightly higher because they might be a bit taller. It's almost half the height of some of the athletes themselves. So when you do think about it, it is very impressive. Jumping over hurdles at a fast pace. So close next to each other.
Would you call it jumping?
No, I said leaping, I think is the best adjective.
Gliding?
Maybe.
Glide over them, don't you?
Not glide.
Not glide?
No. I think it's a
what
leap.
you would call it. Oh, and that was our results for Heat 2. As I said, Kira Holt was very, very happy with her time there at 13.66. Marley Jessup winning in at 13.56. Very, very good timing there. Holly Mills came in fourth and Mallory Cluley in third. Zoe Lucas just running just behind in a 14.84. Great results we like to see down at the track. Not exactly sure what time that means for Kira Holt, but I know it's a very, I don't know if she's just qualified for something, but she seemed extremely happy with how she performed there on the track tonight.
Got a bit of a... The athletes are helping out with the sand pit.
Oh,
it's frozen a bit.
A little bit frozen. Don't know if it is for you back home, wherever you may be watching tonight.
But there they go. Oh, and it's frozen again. But they are cleaning, not cleaning,
Sweeping.
they're sort of sweeping the sand. I don't really know. Raking
is the
I don't know why
terminology
they.
for that.
Why do they rake it? Is it to see, give a clear?
To clear all the footprints. So then. When
So they do know exactly.
So it's all
yeah.
level as well. Don't want to be jumping on lumpy sand, do you?
Knowledge is power. So.
What event is up next? I believe it's some male hurdles, the men's hurdles, out on the track. Two races
we
again.
Just saw Craig on the.
We did
pole
just
vault.
see Craig on the
So
pole
maybe
vault.
he's going to run over quickly.
He's going to run over. As we did say, he is a decathlete, so
He
I do
is,
believe
yeah.
he's in Heat 1 along with a few other BIWAC athletes. Ben Hillman and Evan Campbell, all multi-eventers in the first heat there.
Let's look at some of the times on here. PBs. Oh, someone about to run and jump.
I don't know if it's a practice jump.
Maybe it is.
I believe it's a practice
There's
jump.
no number, so I assume so.
Yeah, just running through, checking her stride out. Or run up, as if I would like to say.
So for the...
Checking her feeting is right.
Is it 100 metres men's or 110? 110.
110 for the men's.
110 hurdles.
10 metres does make a difference.
Got Ben Hillman, Evan Campbell with a PB of 15.56. And then lane 5, Cameron Fillery is our I think he's our fastest in the pack of a PB of 13.46.
Okay. Do you know what club he runs for?
There's no club associated at the moment.
Being caught shoplifting in France.
Well, that's Craig just striding over those first two hurdles.
Very impressive. He's gone from
jumping
over a
yeah.
big bar high up in the sky to
for the pole vault.
one at his waist height.
Yeah. And that's Ben Hillman, teammate.
It's nice to see a little sportsmanship going on here.
Sportsmanship and sportsmanship, I guess a little bit of rivalry between them.
Exactly.
Training partners.
Healthy rivalry.
Yeah. Training partners, be good to see them two race together. As well as Evan Campbell as well, out on the track from BIWAC. And the other athletes there. Oh, a Loughborough athlete. Who's that? That is Ben Ince. Ben Ince with the time of 14.78 as his season best and personal best. I believe he did previously this year.
Yeah. And just to run through the other athletes we missed, so we've got Craig in lane 1, Frank Sisek in lane 2, Joe in lane 3, Prince in lane 4, Cameron in lane 5. Oh my God, there's an ant on me. Whoa. Jake in
It's all
lane
come up for them. You
6.
don't have to.
Ben in lane 7. Ben in... Oh, we've got a couple
Evan-
Bens again.
Evan in lane 8.
Evan in lane 8.
Oh, no, lane 9, sorry.
Oh.
Well, it's all changed a bit now. You can see the start list up on the... Well,
Start
it was
list,
just up on
the screen.
on the screen for you all. I believe they're just all getting ready for the first heat of the men's. Oh, and I believe that's Holly Mills over there.
Chilly.
Just after our 100-metre hurdles, I can see her in the distance doing a bit of long jump. Bit all
She
over.
must be a
She's a
multi-eventer.
heptathlete. GB
Oh, a
heptathlete out here
heptathlete.
tonight.
There's no rest for the wicked.
There is. Just like Craig. Just come off the pole vault, straight
Exactly.
into the hurdles. What we like to
Look
see.
at my ear. Oh, I don't want people pestering me.
Well, like, last 2 hours still.
Have many people bought? Really? Are you going?
I have a deadline on Friday and I very much have not done enough of it.
Or another
I won't ask you
2
again
Loughborough
then.
athletes in this and 3 Birmingham. So it will be
Did anyone-
great competition
you know
for
the
this
thing at
race.
Prism's cancelled?
Yes.
Quite funny. Oh yeah.
Sorry. What a great lineup here we've got for Heat 1.
They're getting ready. It's the side-to-side little foot tap that people do before.
Yeah, the
before
shake out the
racing.
legs. What
I
a
quite like
lineup
the-
we have
the
here
toe-to-toe.
of these 8 athletes running tonight for Heat 1 of the 110-metre hurdles for the men. Just getting into their box.
Surrounded by grass and greenery. And they're on the blocks.
Off the athletes go. Very, very quick race. Steaming through.
A few hurdles rattled.
Steaming through is Jake Porter. Jake Porter coming out in the lead.
Around
with Craig
13.7.
and Craig and Evan running very fast behind, and that was Ben Ince from Loughborough in second place in that race. That was very, very quick. Almost too quick to keep my eyes on it. But yeah, great race from those. They all look extremely happy. And that was a great, very great time from Jake Porter there, out in first place. With that timing there. Yeah, all look pleased.
They
Very,
do.
very quick race from them indeed.
Handshakes being given. Man
Yeah.
hugs being hugged.
What great speech from you there, Tori. And on to Heat 2. On to Heat 2 of 2 for those. As you can see, the athletes walking away. Pleased, tired with how they did.
I know guys of you're better than that.
We've
Great
got
comments
some,
on the YouTube we can see. Very
some
much appreciated.
amazing, interesting comments going on. And
Sorry, how's the grass?
it is a savage chat going on.
Yeah, no,
You know, some would say, though, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing will be all right.
As Bob Marley did
As
say.
Bob Marley once said. Or someone else once told me.
Tori, are you about to give us a sing-song, I hear?
I'll save that for another man who deserves to sing it. Not to me this time.
I didn't even realise you had comments on YouTube. Nice to
Yeah, I
hear
think
that
that's
quite
really
a few
cool.
people watching
Let's
out
read
there.
some of the comments, some of the less odd ones.
Ones that we can respond to, I guess, Tori.
Yeah. So we've got someone saying the sun's always out on the track.
That is very true tonight. Hoping, don't speak too soon because I'm hoping the rain isn't coming.
Exactly.
Great atmosphere
So
compared to
we've got-
this morning.
Sam Crick wants to know. Tory thought on Barnacle.
So we got Tori, thought on Barnacote, please. I think so he's
Great guy.
he's a goat, some would say actually. Yeah, I think he's a nice man who loves Bob Marley. If only someone could get him to a Bob Marley concert. But
Maybe
some
a
things can't be
birthday
done.
present for him.
Yeah, I think maybe his lovely housemates could get him some tickets to Bob Marley. Maybe I could get one too.
Can't invite yourself now, Tori,
Yeah,
can
that
you?
is true.
Anyway, on to heat 2 of the 110 metre hurdles for the men. Got 7 athletes in this race, I believe. Oh, and just over to spectators with our lovely... Is that a pizza van I see? It's a pizza van. We just bring more and more to these Birmingham Track and Field Series.
Birmingham Track and Field Series, it's 10 out of 10. You can't get any better elsewhere. If you want the night of your life, the race of your life, and the spectating of the life,
of your life.
you
Come
know
down.
where to come. In the grey skies of Birmingham, but it's all sun and shine
skies.
on the track.
I'd say blue skies.
Oh, it's blue skies. Sorry.
Moan about in the chat.
So someone said Bob's dead.
I think that's just the pole
So-
vault there.
Will Barnacote won't be getting to see him in concert anyway, so.
I mean, there's
Look at-
there's
no.
no Barnacle Tory.
And then.
Just said Tory, tell me your opinion. Why do you say that? No, Tory thought on Barnacle, please.
Oh, I gave my opinions, which were all positive.
Nice.
All positive.
Nice. Good work. Wonderful.
Slightly morbid, but he was a great artist, wasn't he?
He
So the
was
legacy
indeed.
lives on. You know.
For those who can't see the comments, Tori was just responding to some of those in case
Oh
any,
yeah, for the
any
viewers-
confusion.
Any
The-
confusion
for
that
the
you're
viewers
watching
out
the
there.
wrong thing. But no, we are commentating on the track and field Birmingham open meet.
Oh, and Heat 2.
Some would say the view's going up because of the great
We're flicking
commentary.
back over to Heat 2 for the viewers to watch. Are they not?
So
Don't know
shout
how
out to Joshua,
There's not that
long
many athletes
jumper,
in this. Is it
Knox's
just-
family, all the way from Northern Ireland.
Just the 2 athletes in this.
I won't even
as far as I
attempt
can
an
see
accent
so
because I
far.
think that would be slightly rude. But I think that's amazing. You can see the spread of viewers that we've got around the country. It's absolutely amazing. And we've got some athletes that have come up all the way from Selly Oak, including myself.
Oh, and that's the results for Heat 2 of the women's hurdles. Zoe Luke. Is that Heat 2? No, that is Heat 1 still. I've already read those ones out.
So this is for the men's.
Men's Heat 2 anyway. We've got less athletes than on the start list, considering it's their second round of the hurdles tonight. I can see Chain West there. Oh, behind someone just covering the screen from Brat. Nearly falling down the hill there. You can't quite see that on camera, but it was funny comedy that you missed out on. Joshua Taylor there in lane 3, Chain West in lane 4, Charlie Sadden in lane 5, and Adam Dingley in lane 6. Ready for round 2 of the 110 metre hurdles, Heat 2.
It's a fight to the finish.
It's a fight to a finish.
Or the fight to the white line.
Finish line.
Finish line.
As you may say, or may call it. Most will say that. Oh, slaps of the cheeks from, who was that there? Just getting ready for the race.
Sometimes it's nice to just describe the scenery that the runners are running in.
Can we put on cracking analysis?
Back to the
To
hurdles.
give the viewers an even better scenic
4 athletes in this race.
description.
Going to be a quick one.
2 different conversations.
I'm concentrating on the race, Tori.
Yeah,
The real
sorry.
stuff.
I'm back on it. And then someone went, no, and then
That's the athletes off.
Only
Great
4
start
in
from all
this
4
race.
of them. Joshua Taylor doing very well. Oh, and who's that leading? That's Charlie
There you go.
Stadden. Charlie Stadden looking very,
Screaming,
very
"What's the
pleased.
time?" And he's jumping up and
Jumping
down
up in
in
joy?
disbelief.
Oh,
his
it's-
mouth wide open, and he's back. He wants to run again.
Oh. He's
Oh.
looking very.
and he's on the
knees. I wish you viewers could see the view. Oh,
And there you go. Wait, wait.
just about to see.
There we go.
Oh.
You missed
Look
the
how
celebration.
happy Charlie Stadden is here.
And there we
tonight
go.
with a PB. That's
There
what
we
the
go.
Birmingham track brings. Very, very. Look at him. He's.
Stop. He hasn't.
He's got qualifying new Commonwealth Youth qualifying time.
Oh my God! And he's running away. He can't stop running. Wait, he's running back. There you go. You don't see a
I'm so
celebration
happy to
like
see.
it.
That's the best celebration I've seen all
You
night.
don't see that often, do you? I don't think he knows what he wants to do.
Oh, and there we are back. Back to see.
I think we should pan the camera to the man of the hour.
Yes, I do.
Or the man of
agree.
the century, by the sounds of it.
Oh, or Zach's bringing him up. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. But yeah, that was great results. Qualifying time there for him. I don't think he's ever been.
Should we? What's his
been
name?
so happy.
What's his name? Zach. Zach. What's his name?
Charlie. I've literally spoken about him for the last. The celebration there was unreal, but I've lost my other
Charlie.
commentator. I don't think
What's
she can
happened?
realise,
You see
but
you running-
I don't know if the
run
mic
back to the line,
streams
run
that
away
far.
from the line. What's just happened?
Well, I thought it was qualifying.
Don't know if you viewers can hear.
However, I ran 14.3 here, 03, and I thought, okay, that's it. I'm tired. Watched everyone else, and I thought, oh, what's happening here? Got on the line, not sure how I was feeling. I was like, just go. Cross the line just all the time. I was like, oh my God, that's it.
Go. Win.
Yeah, early on mid in the season, I can go faster than that. I'm so happy, honestly.
Exactly. And what do you think of the Birmingham track? Would you come back?
100%, 110%, yeah.
There you go. All smiles in Birmingham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
We love the celebration.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
You're welcome.
It's very, very pleased, and Tori, I assume you guys could hear what Tori and Charlie were saying there, but Charlie is astonished with how he has run tonight, and I'm very pleased to say that the Birmingham track could bring that qualifying time for him.
So we're switching over.
now.
So see you later from Tori and Clara.
Yeah.
We're handing over to Zach Blair, the other social set. And
Thanks,
who else?
Tori. Mark Pierce over
And
there.
Mark Pierce, Parky Pierce.
Great, mate, yeah. Yeah,
So is
yeah,
the last one?
the last one,
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, it is.
So it's like a sports ball one, but
Okay. This guy is a legend. Still paid by these guys.
Taking the chair with me. This is great for the sport.
alright. Oh, come on in. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Zach. Where's the back? Are you paid by me? Okay, yeah.
Should we share?
Yeah.
They're on open track as well.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a paper copy here, I think. Is that actually the one?
I added some more this afternoon.
Oh, lovely.
do you want to do the start list?
Good evening, everyone. Going to follow some incredible drama in the hurdles. This is the 800 metre men's A race in lane 1. We've got Ryan Elston. Lane 2, Linton Gardner. 3, Kane Elliott. 4, Harry Fisher. 5, Jake Minshall. 6, Jai Sispal. 7, Sam Reardon. Lane 8, Rocco Zaman Brown. Charlie Crick is in lane 9. There's some lane sharing going on.
The pace was Tom Dodd.
Yeah, the pacemaker is 1500 metre man, Tom Dodd, and he's been tasked with 51.5, which is very precise for a man that's notoriously unreliable as a pacemaker.
I need to. No, I need to go back and listen to it. Is it actually? That's so not true. God knows, I'll just figure it out once I'm done.
On your marks.
And they're off. 2 laps of the hallowed Birmingham turf here.
I heard actually the trees have been cut down in such a way as to provide the ideal habitat for local species of bat and also create a constant tailwind for the 800 metres. We're letting the stagger unwind now, and Doddy has made his way to the front of the field. We're through 200 metres.
That is Harry Fisher.
Spot on.
Off, as always, quick as ever. Sam Reardon just heading up the following pack.
Harry's got a bit of a gap, so he's going to have to manage this over the last lap. Field's going to be chasing him down as they come through the bell. Let's see what the time is as they come up on the bell.
Come to the bell now in 51.89.
It's quick.
Sam now starting to close the gap.
See if Harry can unleash some pace down the back straight as Tom Dodd steps aside. It's been a really good pace-making job from him.
It's the battle of Blackheath and Bromley here. Fisher versus Reardon. Who will come out on top going into the last 2?
119 at 600 metres.
As Reardon, British indoor 400 champion he is, starts to unleash his 400 pace.
Harry's going to have to hold form down the home straight if he wants to keep his minor place.
Reardon now coming down the home straight. Fisher starts to fade, but holds on strong.
Oh, and he falls across the line.
The winning time 1:47.9.
7.92. Sam Reardon, your race winner. Harry Fisher just in behind with David Ray.
Really good race from all the guys there. Zach, do you race the 800 metres often?
Do I look like I race the 800 often? I am a 2-4 runner. So as far as doing more than one lap of the track goes, it's a big fat no from me.
Me also.
What do you?
Horrible.
I'm guessing you do longer than that.
Yeah, tend to. Well, I just think if you travel all the way to a race, then
Might as well do that.
you might as well be the centre of attention for a bit longer.
But I feel all the sprinters are centre of attention because we get the track all to ourselves for 50 seconds, and then it's about the attention span of everyone else, really.
Oh, so you think everyone gets bored watching long distance? Noticed you're actually falling asleep halfway through the second lap there. We're on to the 800 metre B heat now. In lane 1, we've got Jack Organ. Lane 2, Ted Chamberlain. Lane 3, Oakley Denson. Lane 4, Jack Kinraid. Lane 5, Caleb McLeod. Lane 6, Finn Hutchinson. Sharing lane 7, Will Steadman and Luke Richardson. In lane 8, we've got Chris Byron. And Ben Gardner's going to be taking the pace at 52 seconds, these guys.
Being serious about
Got a few under-20s in this heat. The Euro under-20 time that they may or may not be targeting is 1:49. So if you keep an eye on that.
Will do.
On your mark.
They're off.
Running again in the classic anti-clockwise direction. Controversial choice at the founding of modern athletics, but that's the way we've gone. Ben's doing a really good job. Got himself into the lead on the back straight. 47.1 second 400-meter man Chris Byron has followed him as he likes to do.
Finley Hutchison tucked in third.
He's certainly the home favourite. Slightly rogue character. Certified genius. Let's see
Is that
if
what he's
he
called
can think
himself?
his way to the front. No, I think someone else has certified him. Very humble man too.
Very not real man, I would say.
Coming up to the bell in about 52 seconds, it looks like.
50.8 it said on the clock there.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. 50.8. That is actually quite fast from the pacemaker. So fair play, Chris,
Finley
for sitting slightly off it. But Finn has made a big move around the bottom bend. He's pouring it on down the back straight. Let's see if anyone can respond.
He's looking strong, he is.
Looking up to 200 meters to go, still no moves from anybody else. The field is stretched out behind him.
22-23, 600 meters.
And he kicks again around the top bend. Who can stop this man?
Luke Richardson appearing to make moves.
Luke Richardson coming round the outside.
Let's see if Finn can hold this down the home straight. It's
Finley
been a gutsy
Hutchinson.
final lap. Starting to tie up
really
slightly.
good.
Who's coming through from the victory?
Oh!
That is number 11, Ted Chamberlain.
In 1:51.72 for him.
That is probably a tiny PB, if that's right.
The wing down to number 11, Ted Chamberlain.
151.72, did you say?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a 151.78 personal best, according to my notes. So, in that case, many
small
congratulations
PB, yeah.
for a small early season personal best for Ted.
Watch out for him this season then.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no one under that Euro under 23 standard, but
Not quite.
the season marches on. There'll be warmer days. What's happening now? Race 3,
And
800
now,
meter women.
here come the girls.
That's not on the radio, is it? No.
Yeah.
We've had lots of noughties bangers at the UOB Open this evening.
Oh, here we are. Hello.
Oh man. When nothing's happening on the track.
No, it's fun to us.
Let's move to the commentary team.
Oh.
There's a good shot of Chris just recovering on the infield. Certainly went with the pace, maybe
did.
paid the price. Lactic tolerance hasn't been quite developed sufficiently yet, it seems.
Who's on your money for the third one then? We've got the strongest women out here.
Gosh, I'm glad you asked.
Don't you worry.
We've got Iris Downs going in lane 3. She's got a 2:04 personal best and was second under 20 nationals in 2022. She's got GB representation
GB pedigree.
history.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the other girls will be looking to her to dictate this race or whether someone will be willing to take it to her. Lots of PBs at 2:10 or just under. So she is probably the class of the field, but you never know
You never
what
know.
condition people turn up to races like this in. Let me give you the full start list in sharing lane 1, we've got Kira DeVrue with Holly Watson. Lane 3 is Iris Downs. Lane 4, Indiana King. Lane 5, Caitlin McCloy. Sharing lane 6, Shen Wigfield Turner, Kate Willis. Sharing lane 7, Poppy Elton and Lily Saxon. And Zoe Hunter's in lane 8. Katie Hopkins is going to try and take them through in around 62 seconds.
On your mark.
Oh, Sam Crick's just let us know in the commentary, in the chat even, that Charlie Crick has joined the sub 150 club with a 149.
That's a big barrier right here.
It's a big, big barrier.
Congratulations. So Iris has gone to the front, and it looks like Katie, the pacemaker, is struggling to get in front of her to set the pace, but she is really setting out with intent. I wonder if she is after a time. The standard that she's looking for Euro Under-20s is 2:06, so it should be well within her capabilities. She's come here fit, ready to go. Very hot pace. Who's gone with her in 3rd place? Let's wait until we can see the number. It's number.
They have gone through in 59.75.
She's gone through in sub 60 seconds here. It's a really, really strong pace, and let's hope she can maintain it on the 2nd lap and secure herself that standard. But Indiana is giving chase if she does fade. So this could turn into a really good race in a few seconds' time. Stretching out down the back straight, still looking really, really good as she comes up to 200 meters to go. She's still on about 2-minute pace, actually. Hannah England on the PA is saying it's actually 91, so she's probably on track for a personal best, not just a standard. Into the home straight, and the lactic starting to hit. The form's starting to tie up a little bit, but let's hope she can finish strong now as she comes down the home straight. Indiana King is having a really great race in 2nd place.
Massive battle up front.
She's got a 2:07 personal best. It looks like she's going to absolutely smash that as she comes through for the win off a really quick early lap. What a well-judged race.
Zoe Hunter doing well to come in 3rd there.
Yeah. That was amazing.
That was incredible stuff from the girls.
So a small PB there for Indiana King, and unfortunately both of them just missing out on the Euro Under-20 standard. Probably slightly too hot a pace through the 1st lap.
Slightly, but it is only May.
It is only May. Oh. And it was certainly gutsy.
Certainly gutsy.
I'd love to see it at the BMC. Set off at world record pace
to us again.
And bring it home in a personal best. Oh. That's what we want.
Sorry, I'm just watching Sam Reardon spill his guts in the bush as the clear pace of that 147 has taken its toll.
There's no dignity in it.
There's absolutely none. Do you want to fancy Sam spilling his guts?
Just matter of course for these middle distance events, isn't it? Let's hope we can have a hot bath later.
Oh, the luxuries of athletes. What's next?
We're 20 minutes into the epic BMC hour at the UOB Open, and I think we've had some excellent 800-meter racing so far. We've had some conservative pacing, we've had some hot pacing, we've had some spot-on pacing.
And a lot of quick times.
Yeah.
In particular, that first race.
Which was the fastest.
Well,
as expected.
Tends to be that way.
Credit to the Cedars. We're gonna switch seamlessly over to the 1500-meter events now. We've got one women's race and one men's race. The women are up first. Hopefully we're clawing back some time on the schedule now. Let me just scan down my list to pull out some some highlights for you. We've got the Bucks champion and the Bucks silver medal winner Jessica Spilsbury and Bethan Morley in the field this evening. We've got a host of under 17s and under 20s that may be targeting European qualification. Among them, Zoe Gilbody, who's had a long XC season, finished 33rd at World Cross, second at English schools and UK inter-counties. Her nemesis, maybe just in a class of her own, Ines Fitzgerald, is going in the 3,000 metres later.
Oh.
We've got a number of Birmingham University students in this race, including
Freya Bennett. Freya Stapleton on her birthday. She will thank me for that, for letting everyone know. Who else do we have?
I'm also looking forward to seeing Hannah Taunton of Taunton race this race.
Aptly named as always.
Any under 20s in this race who are targeting qualification standards, 4:22 is the target time, and the year under 23 time is 4:14. We're looking for 2:15 through 800 metres from pacemaker Emily Williams. So that, if I do some quick maths.
Yes.
Does anyone in the comments know what 2:15 pace would give us? 16.5s. That would be on pace for that Euro under 23 time. So maybe some of the under 20s would be wise to sit off slightly. But this is the BMC. We go with the pace.
We go all out in the BMC.
Whatever the pace is, we go all out. Behind the gazebos and the throwing cage, they're lined up, they're ready to go.
And they're off. 3 3/4 laps of pure pain for these ladies.
And as always, it is primarily a race to the first corner.
We've been told in the comments as well, it's 4:13 pace. 2:15 pace and gives you.
Fantastic.
There you
well,
go.
that would be perfect if anyone does want to run 4:14 today.
It seems like Emily Williams isn't pacing, so Izzy Cotham is pacing. Thanks, Orla.
No. Well, good for Izzy. Presumably that means she's not racing later. Quite a bunched field, but it's a very large field as well, so that's to be expected. Let's see what they come through in. Tough pacing a field this size. She's going to feel a lot of pressure coming from behind.
3 is in about 50.
Hopefully they can find the rail. This is going to be a fast pace for all of these ladies. And we are through in about 67, 68. So that looks spot on. Hopefully we can keep the pace rolling. Probably will have settled into a slightly comfortable rhythm. The second 300.
They look strong over the first 5. K to go.
It looks like Bryony Gunn has asserted herself at the front. She was here in March, where she finished second in the winter throws and 5,000 metres. She's got a 4:23 PB, so this is an ambitious pace for her, but we wish her luck in securing a new personal best. Number 29, Bethan Morley, is just sat right behind Izzy Cottam, the pacemaker, looking really comfortable there. She was second at Bucks 1500.
Just Spilsbury is just moving up now.
She's got a 4:16 personal best. should be one of the favourites for this race. Through 800 metres, we're slightly down on target pace. We've gone through in about 2:20, so they're going to have to lift it from here if they want to target those standards. The field's really starting to stretch out. It does look like Bethan Morley's put in a really assertive move to try and get the field back on pace. Number 30, Jessica Spilsbury's also gone with it. She was actually the
Bucks champion. She was. Just
so
last weekend, well, 2 weekends ago now.
Yeah, a friendship or a rivalry. Both Loughborough students, silver and gold medals at Bucks. It's gonna be difficult.
Always has to be rivalry on the track, I feel.
500 metres to go, and she's right on the shoulder of Bethan Morley. Once again, let's see how this unfolds as they look to be stretching the athletes behind her. That's Anna Domville.
Coming to the bell in 3:12.76.
Yeah, Bryony Gunn still sticking to her task bravely as she goes through the bell. Morley winding it up, not putting in the big move yet. Let's see if she's got anything left in the tank over this last lap to try and secure the win.
Down the back straight now they go.
And Anna Domville's come onto the shoulder of Bethan Morley with 200 metres to go.
Bethan Morley still looks like to be controlling it.
She's well under PB pace. She's got a 4:22 personal best from last year, and Bethan Morley looks to be putting a gap on Jessica Spilsbury. Into the home straight. It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be very close. Bethan Morley kicks now. And she is away.
Driving away. A classy performance. Righting the wrongs of Bucks track.
In 4:18.05. Dominant performance there from Bethan.
Yeah. And according to Hannah, just outside a personal best. So a good early season.
Good early season.
After
straight off Bucks.
A busy early season.
Yeah.
Lots of championship racing and now a faster time trial. Gosh, and they have sprawled across the line. Many a lactic sniper present on the home straight.
On the home straight. A lot of people flat out, but hopefully a lot of PBs.
Yes, we'll see when the results come through. I think they're available very quickly on open track.
On open track, yeah.
Am I right?
You are right, and that open track have been on it all evening.
We thank them very much for their service.
And now time for the men.
How did you feel about that 1500, Zach?
I thought it was very, very good. Very well controlled by Bethan Morley out from the front. A lot of the ladies put in a strong shift behind.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you think it was more exciting, having more racing to enjoy, or would you have preferred us to step down from the 800 to something more within your attention span?
I can manage a 15.
Okay.
A 5,000 now. Well, that's.
Oh well, it's good. We don't have any of those tonight.
We don't.
But 3,000s are going to really test the upper limits of your attention.
The pacing of this 15 has been moved to 158 rather than
I've
156.
just had word that the pacing of this men's 1500 metres has been changed. There's been some on-track negotiations, I hear, and Chris Imroth, newly crowned Bucks steeplechase champion, will be tasked with taking the field through in 1 minute 58 seconds. That's 59 seconds per lap. That is 4:41-ish pace.
Yeah.
If
I see anything less than a 2-minute pace from Chris, I will be knocking on his door.
And they're away. This is a big and competitive field. We've got a lot of guys who are in and around 3:45. We're looking to get under that. Year under 20 time is 3:45, and the year under 23 time, which apparently people aren't really looking for anymore, is 3:39.5. Tom Mortimer's in this field.
What do you mean it's not for me?
Bucks 5K champion. Wondering if he will go to the front, and he has. He's got right on the shoulder of Chris Imroth, who's taking the pace through. I don't know if Chris
comfortable.
has got the right time on his watch because it looks like he's just started at 200 metres into the race. So let's see how he goes.
Wonderful.
Off feel alone. Feel alone.
45.
45 through 300, so probably a bit slow. He's going to have to slowly pick it up to stretch this field out because they're a bit congested in the mid-pack there.
It's a strongly dominated Buac field here. We've got Tyler Billiard up in third. Elliot Moran just behind him, the bronze box steeplechase 3,000 metre.
And in second place, that is Adam Wright. There's a... Oh gosh, Tom Mortimer has gone past Chris Imroth now.
Controversial.
Taking the pace himself. The clock on screen, lovely viewers, means absolutely nothing.
They're actually at about 125 now, just coming around the top bend.
So Tom Mortimer is asserting himself on this race just as he did the Bucks 5K, taking it from a long way to go. How will the others respond to this
Harry,
move?
how do you feel on Christian's pacing?
Tyler Billiard is leading the chase pack.
Let's go, boys!
But Tom Mortimer still out in front,
Alex Malloy
setting
in
his
third
own
place.
pace.
Both of them looking very comfortable. Looks like Tom's making this move early, hoping that his aerobic strength from a very fast 10K early this year and that 5,000 metre form he's clearly got will pay off. So into the back straight they go, 700 metres remaining. Chris still hasn't dropped out, so maybe he thinks he's going to finish. Tyler's starting to open up his stride with 600 to go.
Big Tyler Billiard now.
Will
with
the
the
moves
hopes
come?
and
Will
dreams
they...
of Buac on his back as always. Alex Malloy just tucked in behind.
And Tom Mortimer still stretching as we get to 500 to go. It's really going to come down to the others if they're going to close this gap. And as
peels off.
As he steps aside, that shows you just how big the gap is. As Tom Mortimer comes up to the bell.
He's going to go through 12 in 2:43.49. Malloy and Tyler working together. Jeffrey McGraw on the side there, bellowing instructions at TV.
Mortimer has a look over his shoulder there as he enters the back straight.
Mortimer is striding away.
Middle distance specialists behind him are starting to open up. There's Joe Tuffin
Malloy.
in fourth place, a Buac stalwart the past.
Elliot Moran now.
But now Bratt. Tyler Billiard comes onto the shoulder of Malloy. But they're still not catching Tom Mortimer. Will he have another look? Probably not. He's just got to give it everything now. He's coming to the home straight. It's a fierce battle for second place, but Mortimer's away and clear.
Absolutely away he is. Billiard now kicking for home. Striding in second, but it's Tom Mortimer. He eases away to come through.
Gosh, that
in 3:43.15. Tyler Billiard second.
To be honest, that's really difficult to take. Loughborough athletes showing up and embarrassing us on our home turf, but that was a very classy performance from Tom Mortimer there. Took the pace on early, made the race his own, and he's rewarded with a win and a good time for this early in the season. Shakes the hand of everyone else as they fall to the ground and look exhausted. He looks like he could probably keep going. Maybe we'll see him in the 3K later.
We've got Harry Fisher here. Harry, it doesn't matter, mate. What were your thoughts on your rate there?
It was all right. Yeah. Went out a bit hard. Everyone was a little bit scared. They didn't really know what was going on because Harry Fisher, when he goes that hard, he goes hard. So they were like, they were a little bit worried. They didn't know what was going on. So that's why there was such a big gap. And I thought, Sam's wearing the pro kit. I've got to let him win. So that's why I let him get me in. The last
charitable service, some would say.
Charitable service. Yeah. You know, I'm known as a nice guy around the athletic circuit. So
you are. I mean, you pushed Sam Reardon to physically chunder on our beautiful track.
Honestly, so I hope someone's getting him to tidy that up because that is horrendous behaviour.
Yeah, I think Imroth will be fired from pacing duties in the future. I think. Yeah, I think there's probably withdrawal of fees in order. But he is a steeplechaser. We don't really go off lap times. It's all feel. So I think you know you just.
Ben Hillman in the shot put there.
You get what you pay for.
With Billy McCauley next to throw. Lovely action from the shot put. See you later, Harry. as the 3Ks prepare to go off.
Yeah, we need to get serious again, because this is what Mark Hookway described as the race of the evening.
Did he?
3,000 metres.
Wow.
Yeah, he certainly did. The Tunbridge head coach does know what he's talking about.
He does.
Although he did say I wouldn't win British champs, so hold that over him forever.
So we're gonna take it with a pinch of salt then, are we?
Yeah, absolutely. His opinions mean nothing. But there are some very, very good runners in this field, notably Sarah Aston, national cross champion, Megan Keith, who's got a PB of 9:06 and represented us incredibly at the World Cross Champs in Australia. We've got Jenny Nesbitt, Commonwealth Games representative for Wales. She's not running.
She's not. Okay.
Thank you very much for that information. I've got more reliable information on screen. We've got Poppy Tank, who's back from a successful time in the States, looking to have a debut steeplechase season this year, I hear, but she'll be looking to improve on her 9:16 personal best. We've also got Grace Carson, the UK Inter-Counties cross-country champion, and Innes Fitzgerald, the phenomenon under 17, who will be...
Hasn't lost a race this year.
No.
According to
yeah,
sources.
Probably targeting some ridiculous record. And Tilly Simpson is going to be pacing them at 72 seconds, unless they've also bottled their pace target. But I doubt it. 9 minutes is a huge barrier to be broken for all of these women. Innes Fitzgerald actually is the only one who's under it, and she gets right on Tilly Simpson's heels as the race gets underway. Poppy Tank in the Puma vest in second place, letting a slight gap open up. I don't know if she wants to do all of the work of keeping tight to Fitzgerald. Megan Keith goes into second place in order to make that happen, and we've already got an elongated train of athletes spread out along the track, and we're going to have people going for all sorts of times. Personal bests are kind of up to 9:45, 10 minutes. So
you're going to have to,
yeah,
you're going to have to direct me as to what a good 3K is.
Well, a 9-minute 3K is a very, very, very good 3K, and that's what some of these women are going to be going for. And you know, a 10-minute 3K is also quite hard. I didn't break 10 in my first 3K, and I don't think anyone should be expected to either. Looks like we're well on pace. We've got Fitzgerald and Keith are away from the rest of the chasing pack, and let's see if Poppy Tank wants to do anything about that gap, or if she's content to just settle into a pace.
Meanwhile, in the shot put, we have Evan Campbell throwing here, just preparing himself.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning, yeah.
As he waits.
I do remember doing this in the festival.
And a illegal throw just wide there from Evan Campbell. The long jump is also ongoing at the minute. Can't quite see it from here, but
maybe it'll come on screen at some point.
We have had demand for it, so hopefully there is a camera.
Those of you who are transfixed by BMC hour and only care about the middle distances, Poppy Tank has brought back Megan Keith. So that's 4 athletes at the front now, chasing that 9-minute pace.
Craig Moncur.
Tilly Simpson doing a really good job at the front, setting that pace.
Is also going in the shot. Lovely throw from Craig. They're straight down the middle.
A legal one. That's what we love to see.
A legal one in a very, very much waterlogged shot pit.
Do you shot put into a shot pit?
Well, I'm guessing it's a pit.
I guess at our track.
Depending on where you really throw it into, to be fair. But the 3K ladies are coming down now. Innes Fitzgerald still tucked in behind Tilly Simpson. As Hannah England lovingly tells us that they've gone through in 3:01 for the first K,
which is 9:03 pace. But I think we'll have a margin for error. Tilly Simpson steps aside, having done a really good job with the pacing there, and Innes Fitzgerald takes it on, and it looks like she's stretching it out already. We've got Sarah Aston in the pink vest, who's in 4th place, the national cross-country champion.
Is it?
Has been in supreme form over the winter. Shape of her life, in fact. Is it?
I think so.
Oh, sorry. My mistake. Grace Carson there in 5th, Northern Ireland representative, UK Intercounty champion.
Ben Hillman is also throwing in the shot simultaneously. A lovely, lovely legal throw from Ben there. Not quite happy with it, but legal nonetheless. As we go back to the 3K, 4 laps to go now for the ladies. Ines Fitzgerald is still leading from the front. Doing as she always does, strong running right from the beginning.
Now that is 64 in 4th place, I'm afraid. That is Sarah Aston, national cross
hard to tell from back
champion,
here.
where she belongs. Fitzgerald's really pouring it on at the front. I think she's probably lifted the pace slightly because she's putting gaps into stellar international senior cross-country athletes, looking in supreme form at the front of the race where she loves to run. Megan Keith sticking to her task and sticking on Ines Fitzgerald really well. And Poppy Tank still there in 3rd place, letting these gaps expand and contract and just trying to hold her own rhythm. Yeah, and Sarah Aston just taking the decision to sit there in 4th place and see how this race unwinds. There's just another gap opening up again between Megan and Poppy. Just waiting to see one of these moves is gonna really stick. But Ines is certainly pushing at the front, looking probably for another record-setting performance.
We'll see what they go through for 2K.
Yeah, we're coming up to 2K on the back straight.
Yeah. As Josh Woods there has just, can see from over on the other side, has just jumped in the long jump. But just
Sarah Aston actually making a move into 3rd place to try and chase down Megan Keith. Looks like she doesn't believe that Poppy Tank is going to close that gap.
Going through 2K in about 6:02.
So another 301 kilometre there. Still sticking to pace, and there's enough ladies there.
Megan Keith has now overtaken Ines Fitzgerald on the top bend.
Let's see if they can push each other to get under that 9-minute barrier now.
Could we be witnessing Ines Fitzgerald's first defeat of the season? Of the calendar year, even?
I can't remember the last time she lost. It's been an amazing year.
But Megan Keith now.
These are phenomenal senior athletes. Megan Keith's actually another 23, but much older athletes.
2 laps to go.
2 laps to go, yes indeed.
Megan Keith's starting to...
Sorry.
I was going to say, Megan Keith's starting to bridge a gap now to Ines Fitzgerald.
Yeah, this is a really big move for Megan Keith. I think she's got sub-9 in mind. And I think she maybe sensed a bit of weakness in Ines Fitzgerald. I can actually hear her breathing as we go through the line. I think she's set off with real intent, and she's really going to have to be brave to hold this together now in the last couple of laps. 600 metres to go just now for Megan Keith. This is going to be a phenomenal
sparkling running for Megan Keith here. Looking to go sub-9.
That would be a fair chunk off the personal best, which is 9:06 currently. Poppy Tank's still in 4th. She's got a fair gap to Amy Griffiths behind her. And the field are really, truly spread out over about 300 metres this track now.
The bell goes for Megan Keith now on the last lap. She goes there in 7:48.
If she can lift here, she could go sub-9. She's got about
deep.
71 seconds to break 9 minutes. Doesn't look like that will be a possibility for the others. There's a lot of tired bodies out there.
Megan Keith seems to be kicking even.
I should hope so.
Lifting the pace once again.
She looks majestic going in the back straight, to be fair. Like, just has driving her arms, pumping her legs.
She almost actually hasn't just run about 2,800 metres before.
I know, you're gonna have to critique the sprint form now as we come into the last 200.
Oh,
this is more
my domain.
I'm seeing a good mid-foot strike.
That knee drive is looking scintillating from Megan Keith.
Yeah, and it's a good reliance on the arms as well. This could carry her to a phenomenal time now. Into the home straight.
It's Megan Keith now.
8:50 on the clock. Does look like she's going to break 9 minutes, but it's going to be awfully close.
Very, very nearly in.
No.
9 dead.
It's 9 flat, .09, so just outside the 9-minute barrier, but an amazing run nonetheless. Sarah Aston comes through for second place, Poppy in third, and Ines Fitzgerald, after a really brave first 2 kilometres, finishes in fourth place. I'm not sure any of them look like they want to be interviewed right now.
I was going to say, is Megan Keith able to speak after that incredible effort? Let's see if we can get her for a quick word. Oh God!
We're seeing more
Megan,
athletes
are you
coming
able
across
to
the line
have
now.
a quick word
there.
And an incredible 9-minute effort there for your 3K? How do you feel after that?
Well,
Bear with. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. An incredible, lovely stuff. An incredible effort there for that 3K. How do you feel after that?
I'm really happy with my effort. I'd be slightly happier if I was like, what was it, 90th of a second quicker, but
900th, I think.
900, dang it! But season over, and I'm happy.
Good stuff. I mean, me and Mark up there were even critiquing the form of the knee drive around the final 2. It was almost sprinter-like. How did that last 200 feel?
I was sure you were going to say negative criticism there, because I mean, where am I? When I get tired, my form is the first thing to go, but I was doing my other kid to get under the 9 in the last 2 laps.
No, as a sprinter myself, the form almost looked as good as mine during a 4. So, you know, what can you say? Something to take from the day.
Wins,
It
exactly.
might...
I'll move down by 2,900 metres.
There you go. Why not?
Give it a go.
Lovely. Thank you for speaking to us, Megan.
Phenomenal interviewing there.
Oh.
I actually can't hear what she said. Hopefully it was insightful and gave you a real understanding of what it felt like to run an almost exactly 9-minute 2,000 metres.
Almost. But she appreciated the sprinting compliments. So all as well. And the next best thing after not running sub 9 is compliments on your sprinting technique at the end of it.
Did you have to break the news that she didn't run sub 9?
I think she saw, so it was fine. I did have to break it. It was only 900s, not 9/10, which was.
Maths is tough for distance athletes. I think we're back with the shot put. Briefly.
It's the men limber for the 3K.
They're truly not doing anything yet, so maybe we will see the shot put. Something is happening in the circle and the pit. If we're gonna linger on the start line of 3,000 metres, then we might as well hype it up a little bit.
Go on, then.
The conversation is whether sub 8 is on the cards. We've got some athletes that are certainly capable of it. Let's see if there's an appetite.
That's perfect. I'm particularly looking out for Tommy Shaw here. It's Buak's favourite fresher, as awarded. What was that? What is bowling technique? His bowling technique is some of the best that we've ever seen. Hello.
Apparently Mark Cookway is watching.
Mark Cookway, thank you for everything you do for the sport.
Here we are. Charlie Davis also going in this.
Season's opener for most of these boys. Let's see if they can get close to those personal bests.
He's not a real doctor. That, originally, you're not wrong there.
So within this 3,000 metre race, we've got some guys targeting 8 minutes. We've also got the Euro Under 20 time of 8:15. A number of guys we hope will be targeting.
We do.
Let me see.
The pacemaker for this is Isaac Chandler, fresh off his 5th place at Bucks the Bucks 5K.
From Mark Cookway, hello Mark P. Glad my reverse psychology inspires you at British Champ.
How embarrassing. So it's Isaac Chandler at the front of the field. He's going to be trying to set 63s the pace tonight, which will take them well under 8-minute pace. I think 64s would do, and there'll be enough of them hopefully at the bell for there to be a really good burn up. Who's settled in behind the pacemaker? I might wait for Hannah Inglis to tell me on the PA. But.
I think that might be Thomas Patrick, but I might be wrong. No, he's not.
No, he's off Barnett. '84 is Corey Campbell.
Corey Campbell. James Hennigan is there in second place. Tamer Tarragano, Bucks 10,000 metre champion, cross-country runner extraordinaire, sits there in about 6th place.
And the winning manager of North v South that he will definitely want to let known on the YouTube world. Physically can't get a better gaffer than Tamer.
South rules the world.
Yeah. It is Corey Campbell still sitting in behind Isaac there. Represented Scotland 8 times.
8 times?
8.
Gosh, in such a young life. He's only an under 20. He's the world record holder for the 15-year-old mile. Oh,
God.
Does a mile get longer or shorter when it's 15 years old?
I suppose longer. We've got a comment section saying he is the GOAT. I mean...
Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose he is the
I can't argue with that, to be fair.
The greatest 15-year-old miler of all time. Isaac stretching the front of the field. I wonder if he's missed a split. But Tamer's going to cover that move and close right up to the pacemaker. Really assertive there. And let's see if Hennigan follows him. Corey's also paying close attention to that slight lift in pace. And yeah, the field's now nicely strung out as it's supposed to be because we're going really, really fast.
As they go through 1200 in about 3:12, as Isaac checks his watch to make sure he's on track.
3:12 will do. Certainly on for sub 8. It's not worth overextending yourself at this early stage. In 4th place behind the pacemaker, so 5th overall. I think that's Ed Bird.
Brett Rushford has also decided to let us know that Isaac's law essay still is not done. He's decided to pace instead of doing his own degree. Controversial, but fresher moves as always.
Law doesn't pay, pacemaking does. And you can tell this pace is fast because the field's really actually struggling to stay with it. I don't know if Tamer just doesn't want to lead when Isaac steps aside, but there's a gap opening up behind him. And I think it's really important at this stage in the race. The 2nd K is notoriously difficult. 3,000 metres. Probably the 2nd most difficult K out of all of the 3, I would say.
I mean, you would be the expert on that, not me.
I think it's interesting to see the young athlete Ed Bird taking initiative there. As Isaac steps aside, he's taken over the pace, and Tamer probably breathes a sigh of relief, or continues to breathe heavily as you do at a 3K. I don't think there's any real sighing of relief going on.
No.
But he's now back in 4th place, and hopefully he can rally a little bit, take stock, and we'll see some of his notorious speed at the end. James Hennigan, great 1500 metre runner, represented GB at the European cross country in the mixed relay.
Did he?
Yeah, really impressive run from him actually in qualifying. Took the race on, didn't look back. Very impressive. But he's not doing that tonight.
No,
he's
got a good little group there.
He is sat behind Ed Bird and really just making the younger athlete do all the work for him. So make of that what you will.
They come down the back straight now. 3 laps to go after this. As Evan Campbell also throws in the shot. straight into a puddle. Not happy, but a legal throw.
It's good to see
Oh, illegal.
athletes doing the field events the right way. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Don't like seeing these illegal throws. Athletes trying to cheat their way to success. It's starting to bunch at the front. I don't know if Ed has kept the pace on. We're going to have a look at the time as we reach a K to go in a few hundred meters time. That will show us whether we need a big last K to get under 8 minutes. But the lead has changed. Conan Harper of Giffnock North has got an 8:08 season's best, so he's been in good early season form, and he goes to the front, hoping to lift the pace. Got just under 800 meters to go now, and I'll tell you the time at 2K, because giving you a 1,100 meter to go split would be entirely useless.
I suppose, Mark, have you ever lost count of a lap before?
I think I actually might have now. What?
Got 6:31.
6:31 with 600 to go.
Yeah.
Goodness me, I've missed the K to go split, guys. I think an 87 last 600 is possible with the caliber of athletes and the number of athletes that we've got here. We've got 1,500 meter runners who've got a lot of experience, and as you can see, James Hennigan barges his way to the front.
As they
sure,
come
the stewards
now.
will look at that later.
Come now onto the last lap.
They take
Could
the
be
belt.
anyone's race here.
It's gonna be a big last lap in order to get under 8 minutes, but it is technically possible, I suppose. Let's just enjoy this race as it unwinds over the last 400 meters. Hennigan sat on the shoulder of Conan Harper, still leading it out, the under 20. And he makes his big move into the back straight. He takes the lead, but Ed Bird is on his shoulder, as well as a guy in blue.
That is.
I think he's going backwards. I don't think he's going to have anything in the home straight. We won't worry about it. James Hennigan's pouring it on, and it's Ed Bird in second, looking to mount the primary challenge. Round the outside, we've got a Windsor vest, which presumably is being worn by. Oh, is it a Windsor runner? Anyway, down the home straight is Hennigan. He's not being caught. Ed Bird's going to hold on to second place, so there's no need to worry about the guy who's coming through for a wonderful
8:02.85.
third place. Oh, I don't even. Oh, what number is he? He's 50.
Number 50.
50. He's not on my start list. Goodness sake.
Controversial.
Can't not be on the start list and then come
some road.
third.
Blake
What
Moore.
a race.
Does he go Windsor? Ah. There you go.
Wait, who was it?
Blake Moore of Windsor.
Blake Moore from Windsor. Well done. Third place. I hope you're happy.
Yes, absolutely. I'm here to do changeover.
And that was Tom Patrick in the blue vest, making a move down the back straight. Valiant move, ultimately unsuccessful. People making big moves in a race like that is just what you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushes each other to fast times, and we just missed on sub 8. We just missed out on sub 8 there. 8:03.5 for the winner, but still a phenomenal time. Really
Indeed.
good race. I
Strong
enjoyed the
race.
tactics playing out there.
That is the BMCs. Is
Yeah,
that all the BMCs?
that's it. But you know, hopefully that's won you over the 3,000 meter running.
I only lost track of one lap in that 3,000 meter, which is, I'd say, a.
Yeah, I'm going to stop embarrassing myself on live YouTube and hand over to somebody else.
Oh, is this our replacements?
Wait a second, I need to go and get you a cup. You can't be drinking
Blytheman fueled by.
branded stuff on the street. Is that right?
Fueled by Madry.
We'll have to go and get those
This is a man that is sports night ready, I've heard.
Yes, it is.
Right.
2 seconds.
Ever the professional.
So just follow the leaders. Yeah.
Right. There you go. Cheesy peeps. Look at this reporter go.
We have.
You have notes.
We have notes.
Wow.
We prepared.
You prepared, but you're fueled by Madry. This is not.
Ed, mate, you made the crucial mistake. Though. Remember.
What do we have next? The Open 3K. Yeah. Perfect. Amazing. Right, so Dan, what are you most looking forward to in our hour stint this evening from 8 till 9?
The 800 heat 3.
Who is in the 800 heat 3? Remind us of the names. Well, the heat 4, I think it is actually. The heat 4 is the final one. It's the fastest one.
So in the 800 heat 4, I'm looking at some of the Buat boys like George Rowland and Harry Sinclair and Josh Geddes.
It's been a very successful evening so far, with the BMC things races wrapped up now.
Yeah, they've just finished now.
Highlight?
My personal highlight would be Harry Fisher running 148, but Sam Reardon also, I think, took that with 148 low. I think
it was 148 low. It was quite. I think there were quite a few PBs in that one.
Oh yeah, shout out to Ryan Elston as well, running 150. I think for an under 20, that's pretty rapid.
I think, yeah, the next Burke event sponsored by Madri is a good shout. We have contacted them, but we have heard nothing back. So yeah, I'm all for it. It's all about the Sports Night Prees. I'm not sure how much Buak can afford it, but certainly something we can look forward to. So as we said, the next event of the evening is the Heat 1 of the Open 3,000 metres. And that is kicking off very soon.
So ones to watch in the Open 3000 Heat 1 are Owen Jones with 9.12 3K PB from Bratt, Luca Bradley 9.46 from Birchfield, Jesse Bradley 9.54 from Birchfield, and Omar Saeed from Bratt for 9.58. But we've also got some Buakers in this race as well. We have Emily Haff, Katie Googe, Abby Michalak, Abby Rex, and I think, is that Katie Hopkins pacing as well?
Possibly. I'm not too sure. The pacer should be listed upon here. Anyway, as you see, the results are coming through now from the.
James Hennigan won. Yeah.
Yes, in 007.
That's his PB.
Yeah, is it? Oh yeah, it is his PB. Yeah. You want us to see the shot put taking place at the moment? Thank you very much. Yeah, cheers, thank you. And it's like, was that a foul throw? I'm not sure actually. Yeah, so going off in no less than 3 minutes, the first Open 3,000 metres.
Should we run through the names?
Yeah, let's run through the names, Dan. You run through them all.
So we've got George Biggs, Alice Fern, Maddie Mastro, Susie Brooke, Holly Fisher, Dylan Teasdale, Pippa Bailey, Darren John, Corey Hazelwood, Isabella Reitman, Abby Michalak, Omar Saeed, Katie Googe, Abby Rex, Owen Jones, Bethan Homer, Oscar Davis, Jesse Bradley, and Luca Bradley.
Have we also got Emily Hathaway?
Oh yeah, Emily Hathaway as well.
And just another shot putter goes.
So we've got sibling rivalry in this one.
Yes, we do.
Who's your money on?
Who's my money on? I think my money is. I'm going to go for the fastest of the season so far, and Luca Bradley with a. Well, I say Luca Bradley with PB actually, my mistake, of 9.46. I think he's probably in the shout. However, he's actually had a slower season's best.
So my money's on Owen Jones.
Money on Owen Jones.
Yeah, PB last season. PB last season of 9.12. So you would say he's the fans' favourite.
Oh yes, he's not on. Oh yes, 9.12. Yes. Amazing. Yeah, so some of them will not all have season bests. A lot of the runners, this is their opener.
Quick word from Harry Fisher.
Oh, we've got a guest. We've got a guest.
I've already had mine.
Oh, have you? Have you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
What are we looking at now?
Women's 3K.
So as I said, this is the opener for many of the athletes. They're still relatively early on in the season, and all the athletes will be looking enough to get a good start for the season. As the music turns off slowly but surely before the first of the Open 3,000 metres. I would agree, Dan Maud has a lovely voice, Brett Rushman.
It's got a great vocal range.
Which one is Holly? Well, You will see as you go past the...
Holly Fisher.
Yeah, which one is Holly Fisher? Holly Fisher is bib 237. So Joseph Close, which could be your future wife. Please tell us who you are rooting for in the comments. It would be great to see who everyone is supporting from home. Obviously, there's a lot of Birmingham support. There is Loughborough support as well. So let us know who you are supporting from home.
If you're a Loughborough fan on the stream, please can you
Keep
stop
it
tuning
mute.
in
Keep
now?
it mute. Keep it mute. They're just lining up now, ready to start the first of the open 3,000 metres. And they're off. Off on 7.5 laps round the Birmingham University Athletics Club track. So yes, Kate Hopkins is pacing. Unsure on what pace she will be going off exactly. We can be able to tell pretty quickly. Someone's gone off ahead of the pacer. That is.
Is that
We'll just check the number for you. Let's see. What number is that?
That's number 217.
217 and 188. So Dylan Teasdale and Jesse Bradley have gone off at the front, ahead of the rest of the group.
Gone off at a lightning pace.
Gone off very quickly. We have.
Yeah, Dan Ward has a lovely voice.
Dan Ward does have a lovely voice.
I've heard that before, to be fair.
You never know, Sid Tilly, you never know. So much was Holly, lads. Is she rolling? Yeah, they've gone off like Tracer Bullet at the front, Jesse Bradley and Dylan Teasdale.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
The rest of the group are well packed together. They looks like they've gone through one lap in about 80 seconds, the main group, whereas the front have gone through in just shy of about 70 seconds, which is a very quick start. As a bit of ABBA plays on the background. My mind. Jesse Bradley and Dylan Teasdale are still leading. So yeah, 70 seconds to the first 400 metres. You're typing.
Kate Hopkins looking smooth on the front of the next group.
Yeah, she's doing a very good job. So through 600 metres in just under 2 minutes, the second group, the main group actually. Looks like the front two have settled a little bit.
Perfect conditions for racing
yes,
tonight.
it's almost perfect. The weather earlier today was pretty shocking down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was raining cats and dogs, some would say. Someone did say that.
And now the main group's coming up to 800. Well, let's see their split.
Can you go and grab one of the Birmingham Brewing Company cups? One of the cups we got from the festival.
The two have once again probably slightly increased their lead. They've just gone through 900 metres in about 2:46. Dylan Teasdale and Jesse Bradley taking it on.
These two taking the race by the scruff of its neck.
Yes, as Dylan Teasdale takes the lead ahead of Jesse Bradley. Abby Rex has just taken the lead of the main group, just beyond the pacer. She's looking very smooth. She seems to have opened up a little bit of a gap, actually, to the pacer, who is still pacing the majority of the group. Abby Michalek has found herself in between. That is the number 249.
Abby Michalek with a PB of 10:35.
Yes, and she is an American. She's across the pond. Dylan and Jesse seem to have maintained the gap. Maybe the gap is slightly closed, actually. Gone through 1,200 metres in 3:46. And the main group has, or the front of the main group, actually Abby has gapped them. Abby has gapped them by about 5-10 metres at the moment.
Let's see if she can close the gap.
Yeah,
to
she's
the main
looking to close them.
breakaway. These boys looking good at the moment, though.
So Dylan Teasdale has actually had his PB is his season's best of 10:18 on the dot, and Jesse Bradley's is the same actually. They've both had a season best. They've had a great start to the season, but they're actually their season's best and PBs are 26 seconds apart. So actually, this is a very good result for probably one of those. And Abby, yes, Abby has gapped them.
Kate Hopkins still looking strong.
Katie doing a very good job with pacing. She's down there. Yeah. For Abby, yeah. So Abby just approaching 1,500 metres in 4:54. So she's on pace for
Just under 9:50.
Yeah, just under 9:50. Exactly what she was looking for.
Around a 10-second PB if she can hold on to this pace.
Who's the Bucks athlete? And the rest of them have gone in about 5:05. Kate Hopkins is now solely pacing that rat athlete, who I think is 2:06. I think it's 2:06.
So if you were a betting man, Ed, who would you gamble on out of those two at the front today?
I think number 188, Dylan Teasdale, was looking very ominous. He may have a slower PB, but he's looking very good actually.
Betfred, get in touch if you fancy sponsoring us.
Or any other gambling companies for that matter.
It depends if it's in each way. Right, so Abby is now being chased down by who was the leader of the main pack.
Number 206.
Number 206, which is Omar Saeed.
PB of 9:58, Omar, so it's on pace.
On pace as well. So they've just gone through about to go through the leaders and through 1,900 metres in 6:02. So they are on pace for quite a quick time actually. We think possibly some PBs. What they're about to go through 2,000. They're about to go through 2,000 metres. So the leaders are approaching 2,000 metres now. So yeah, that's 6:25 for 2 kilometres, a very good time. With a kilometre to go, they'll be looking for probably about sub 9:40. It should be certainly be a PB for both of them.
This is lonely running for Abby Rex at the front, but she's doing well to our hold pace.
Yes, Omar Saeed is chasing her down, but looks like he's struggling to make any inroads down.
The Brat athlete is just dropping off the Birchfield athlete at the front.
Yeah, so my prediction for Dylan Teasdale to win is looking unlikely. However, he's keeping a gap. He's keeping a gap. You never know. With 800 metres to go, there 7 minutes on the dot. Looking very good, both of those athletes. Abby Rex flying through.
Moving strong.
About to hit 2 laps to go through about 7:15. And Omar Saeed is coming through at about 7:20. Now the rest of the pack is mostly split up now, but there are a few groups that are forming.
Abby Michalek and Susie Brook working together there.
Looking for a nice PB as well.
Emily Haff and Maddie Mastro also.
Jesse and Dylan are flying through with 600 metres to go. They're around 7 minutes 40. Looks like PB territory for both of these guys if they finish strong. They've really put the afterburners on now. Abby flies through with 600 metres to go in 7:55. And Omar Saeed in 4th in about 7:59.
No, it's the leader's coming in with 1 lap to go. Approaching the bell.
Good to see that there are plenty of people still working together though in the main group though, no Dan, isn't it?
It is indeed.
With 1 lap to go, they're coming
Going
through in about
8:21, 8:22.
8:22, yes, and 8:24 for Dylan Teasdale. This looks like PB territory if he can finish strong.
Abby Rex is coming into the bell.
Along with Omar Saeed, not far behind, as well
Just
as...
under 8:40, around 8:38, 8:39.
If you can just give me a sec, I will name the athlete coming through in 5th. 223, is it?
You know Amelia hasn't transferred yet, so I can't even see yet.
What number is that? What number is that?
237.
And in 5th is Holly Fisher from Love for Students. So there's a good group. With 1 lap to go, Emily Hathaway from Birmingham finished strong, looking like she could pick off a few more.
Hopefully we'll get a couple of sub-10s here.
Right, with 150 metres to go, the gap is now growing between Jesse and Dylan. Jesse looking very strong for a PB. Reminder, his PB is 9:54, and they're currently just shy of 19:17 with 100 metres to go. Can he
Big
do
last
it?
100.
Big last 100. Same with Jesse Bradley. Dylan Teasdale. Dylan Teasdale's PB is 10:18. He's going to smash it. 9:30, 9:31, 9:32.
With a time around 9:36 there.
18-second PB for the
Huge.
winner, Jesse
Huge
Bradley. And Dylan Teasdale coming through second with about a 35, 40-second PB. That is a massive PB.
Abby Rett's coming in for 3rd.
Abby Rett's coming through 3rd. Yeah, no, it's about 9:53, 9:54.
That's a big PB there. Another about 5-second PB.
Omar Saeed coming through just shy of 10 minutes, it looks like, which will be just off his PB. And then Holly Fisher coming through just after that. And that was a PB for Holly Fisher, almost 20-second PB.
Emily Half coming in now.
Along with some good times with Maddie Massinado just finishing. And Susie and Abby finishing the home straight. Very strong. Big
Susie
sprint
Brock
finish for
coming in.
both of these. Susie and Abby Michalek. Big sprint finish for both of them. It's a very interesting race. And well done to Abby Michalek, who's just coming through now in about 10:36.
Lots of good runs there.
Lots of good races. Who was your standout performance in that one, Dan?
Well, I mean, I'm going to go basic with the Birchfield runner there. It was a strong run out.
Yes.
The whole last K was really him working it from the front.
There was, wasn't it? It was a big PBs, actually. Almost a minute PB between the two of them. So, yes, some excellent, some very tired athletes out there. But it's always good to see people putting their body on the line on our lovely home track. And it looks like if some of you can hear, there is ABBA going on at the track at the moment. But you can't hear, which is a shame because we know how good ABBA is on a night out.
What is your favourite ABBA song, Ed?
It's got to be Gimme, 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 really. At 2 a.m. normally.
You're hoping for that?
Around a good time.
Hopefully that'll come on for you at the Guild tonight.
Possibly. We will see. So myself, Ed Blyman and Dan Maud are your commentators till 9 p.m. till the end of the Open meets. It's our pleasure that you are joining us this evening.
Right, so let's take a look at the next race.
Yes,
then.
let's look at the next race. So
we've got the next one is the second heat of the 3K. So the ones to watch for this race are Daniel Swain, Birchfield, Richard Bayliss of Bourneville, 9:05, Robert Vaughan of Bratt, 9:10, and Joseph Heathcote of Birchfield for 9:11.
And as they approach the start line, as you can see, the start lists are on there. Looks to be a very exciting race with a few guys very short of just under 9:15. So this looks to be a very good race. It's a mistake. Dave Sheldon is not in this heat. A time of 8:25 is quite a lot quicker than what's being set in this race. But it looks to be a very interesting race with still quite a big variety of times, as we can see. Very few seasons best at the moment. Some season and PBs, but very few seasons best. As you say, it's very early. It's only May the 10th, and it's probably the weather earlier today wouldn't suggest track conditions. Would you say, Dan?
I mean, it's pretty perfect now. The wind's died down. Still evening. Cool. Some may say optimal.
Yes, optimal. Certain Larry Ryan, Lawrence Ryan would say optimal. Some of these guys could go goblin mode. Who knows? There's a few Birmingham names for those Birmingham fans. Georgie Campbell,
Anna Seeger, Rosie Hamilton James.
They are
Georgie Campbell, you said.
Yeah, exactly. So it should be a good race. And they're off. Looks to be probably slightly more group maybe this race is not being our best friend at the moment. Leaders are flying. I say the leader is flying as well as second place. Daniel Swain is flying, as is Joseph Heathcock.
An exciting final lap here.
An exciting final lap here. I wouldn't say he's done yet. Joseph is coming, and they have now lapped the last athlete. But Daniel is absolutely flying.
Hannah Seeger coming up to the bell, 8:26.
Could be a few PBs in there as well.
Try my best. I think you might be able to do it from here. If your Spotify is on the lap.
So,
I
a
think
really
Hannah
good race
Seeger
there.
might be coming in for quite a big PB here, I think.
Is she?
She's flying along.
It'll be
some big sprint finishes there.
9:33, 9:34.
Massive run from Hannah.
9:37, great running.
Great run. To ask us.
Didn't work hard enough, I say. Jack Johnson won't be happy.
Another good run from Loughborough students. Rose Hamilton James has just come in about just over 10 minutes.
It's a good bit of speed weight there for the
Slight-
10K specialist.
Yes, exactly.
Georgia Campbell coming in now. Very respectable time.
We'll be at
about 10:15, 10:16.
we'll
Very,
be
very
just
decent.
on or just off the PB, but it's definitely season's best. It's a great one from Georgia Campbell. And we have one more athlete coming in, doing very well.
Victoria Weir.
Victoria
Burak
Weir.
Stalwart.
Ex-Burak, and coming in, that's a great run. That's a great run.
Little stat about Victoria Weir.
I'm told that Victoria Weir is currently the English Schools Senior Girls 2,000 metre steeplechase record holder, if my information is correct.
Who told you? Was that Brett Rushman that told you that stat?
No, it was no, it was Moran. This is the Devonshire connection.
I see.
But yeah, great. And we see, just panning to the back straight there, our final race of the 3Ks.
So the ones to watch
men's
in
open,
this.
well, the Open 3K Heat 1.
We've got a few fan favourites in this one. Dave Sheldon, Buak's own physiologist, with 8:25. Then we've got Matt Clutterbuck with 8:35, another Buaker. Daniel Delmedo from Brat, 8:20, who's probably the favourite on the cards.
Mr. Speedsuit himself, although he's told explicitly not to wear one this evening, and he's thankfully conformed to our rules. The beautiful vest of Valley Boys Track Club there, worn by Callum Campion. Just a quick word on them.
Thomas Bentley or Jonathan Carter?
Well, it's well under 70, I think, there for the first little lap.
Jonathan, the faster personal best. However, we do. There is a yes, he is, isn't he? There is a gap forming already, though. Well, you'll see how that forms.
Dave Sheldon sitting right on Ben Gardner's heels.
So there was lots of support along the back straight. And they didn't quite catch the fourth athlete. They are certainly, well, they look to be on pace at the moment. They're moving very well at the front. The same group is still there.
Let's see what they go for a K in.
223.
About 250 there.
223 is Matthew Brunnock, actually, that last athlete. He has a PB and a season's best of 8:46. So currently he's way above his PB, actually. Or sorry, way below his PB.
8:30 would be a very respectable time. We hold this pace.
I'd say more than respect.
It's well under 8:20 with his wheels.
I think he's an 8:25 runner at best.
Yeah, so
you are correct, Morgan.
Dave Sheldon is currently broken away from the other front three. Matt Clutterbuck is trying to take hold of. What time did he run earlier, Dan? Do you know? Did he pace it?
Yeah, he paced.
Which did he pace?
He paced the.
Oh, right.
The B800.
Okay, makes sense.
Slightly more controlled.
It's going to sound so weird. It sounds like you're having a one-sided conversation.
No. All right, Dave Sheldon is flying through with Ben Gardner as pacer. 3:58 through
14.
The other group are just over 4 minutes through 1,500 metres. 1,400, sorry, not 1,500 metres. They're currently, that front pack are currently all on pace for very good times, or that front four, sorry, are currently on pace for
4:14.
Matthew Brunnock.
Okay, and we're back with Dave Sheldon. 3 laps to go.
1,800 metres. He is through in 5.
Just under, I think, 5:10. It's like 5:08 odd.
And 5:11 for Matt Clutter. Matt Clutterbuck's leading the shrunk a little bit.
And this beautiful
And
pack working together here. we're going to see a whole host of PBs, hopefully.
Yes, that is Jonathan Carter leading the main group with a PB of 8:35 and a season's best of 8:40.
We're looking to see what Dave Sheldon's split is through
2 kilometres.
2 kilometres, and it's 5:40 odd.
This is outstanding from Dave Sheldon. If we can keep this up, he looks like, it looks like possibly a PB. Possibly a PB. It'll be touch and go. But Matt Clutterbuck is leading.
Matt Clutterbuck doing a great job of leading Matthew Brunnock.
That's it.
The two Matthews here together.
Jonathan Carter is really put a shift in on to take that front group up to Thomas Bentley, who was who had dropped off from that front three earlier on.
So Dave Sheldon, 800 metres to go. He looks very smooth. Let's see whether Matt Clutterbuck's kind of speed work over the last few months has been up to scratch.
Yes, Matt Clutterbuck and Matthew Brunnock looking very strong there. Hopefully they can work together and get a good time. But Dave Sheldon's flying.
Sheldon's 3 weeks at altitude in Font-Romeu clearly paying its dividends now.
Our own physiologist and doing a flying job. A super job.
A super job, yeah, not a stellar job.
Not a stellar job, not this time.
600 metres to go rather for Dave Sheldon. That would have been rather rapid if he'd have gone through with 200 to go there. World record pace, I think.
Yes. Sam Davey approves.
So 500 metres to go.
Unlikely that he'll get a PB. However, this is still a time that is very highly respectable.
Look, he's done it pretty much on his own since what, about a mile. So this is an incredible performance. He needs a sub 60.
So he needs a 57 for a PB. This is unlikely. However, you never know. Matt Clutterbuck is flying through in 7:35.
But it looks like Matthew Brunnock has taken him. Can Clutterbuck respond?
Thomas Bentley has been caught. And the pack has overtaken him. They've gone through in about 7:45.
Sheldon is absolutely flying down this back straight.
I can't see him over the computer, Morgan.
Oh, I can, because I'm stood up.
Probably for the first time you can see over something. Right. 200 to go. Dave Sheldon was at 8:02.
Oh, dear. Right, Dave Sheldon absolutely flying as he comes through the last 150. This Buac support has been incredible for him.
Give it everything, Dave Sheldon.
He's really, really flying here. Yeah.
Matthew Brunnock and Matt Clutterbuck doing an extremely good job as well.
Clutterbuck seems to be coming back at him, actually.
Big finish from Dave Sheldon.
Clutterbuck with that enviable knee lift.
Very good, Dave Sheldon.
All right, Clutterbuck not quite enough, but Brunnock flying through. He'll be through at around 8:39. Clutterbuck 8:40.
Very good from both of these guys. Big finish now. Thomas Bentley's come back actually to finish fourth.
Our early leader having a lovely resurgence there in that last 100 metres.
Just all these guys are dipping under at 9 minutes. It's a very good achievement, especially this early in the season. And I think he may have just stopped in that last athlete, the young guy.
And Callum Campion, 9:05. I'm not sure James T will be too happy with that. He did text him before the race saying sub 9, please.
Well, you can't get what you ask for all the time,
yeah,
can you, Morgan?
Back to the drawing board. Sorry, James T.
An excellent race there. And we've still got one more athlete coming through here. A very respectable time. Approaching 9:30. Big sprint finish here. Number 208, Daniel Robinson. So it's still a very good time. So it's an excellent race to end the 3Ks, Dan, wouldn't you say so?
Indeed, we're back to now on to the 8s. So should we look at the 8s for the first heat? Should we look at the lineup?
Yes, I think we should. And I think, first of all, look at the two fastest athletes, Charlotte Vaughan and Hanu Kumchu.
Everyone's favourite man on Strava.
Yes, he loves a comment. He loves saying well done when we just had a session. He always lightens up your day. So they are the two favourites. However, Charlotte Vaughan with the PB of 2:16. However, this was 7 years ago. Hopefully she can revisit that tonight. A season's best from the Loughborough Open of 2:23. Panu Kumchu from Brat, PB of 2:16 last year, no current season's best. Ellie McKeon from Brat, PB of 3:03 from 2022. Cara Rose Wellborn from Bromsgrove, PB of 2:30 from last year, season's best of 2:33. Scarlett Willoughby from Wolves, PB of 2:34 from last year. Elliot Dorley, a relative of what Ty, I think was maybe an earlier race from Brat, only done 1 year of 800s, so from last year 2:30. Diego Dalmeida, I think was this. It could be a.
I think he's a relative of one of the
yes, the
athletes
son
from
maybe,
earlier.
actually. A 2:40 PB from last year. And then another sibling, Ariella Dalmeida, a good family outing today from Brat as well. 2:42 PB from last year. Robert Lee from Brat as well. 2:52 PB from 2 years ago. Didn't do an 800 last year, so this is the first for a couple of years. So yeah, that is the looking. Panu is the favourite with a recent PB of 2:16. However, if Charlotte Vaughan can revisit her form of a few years ago, you never know, and it's a very strong season opener.
Charlotte Vaughan, coached by our very own Jeffro McGraw.
We have the pace of a few in a very interesting jacket from Kristen Imroth.
Ask him how much he spent on it.
No.
Kristen Imroth, how much did you spend on your questionable jacket?
No, questionable. First of all, it's beautiful, but I'll only say it if they agree to sponsor me. It's on running, by the way. On run out. Stunning. Oh, I might need one of them.
So, yes, the first to get 800s, also being pasted by our housemate, Eddie Hunter.
Awful pacemaker.
Well, he paced me to my PB, went through in 54, I ran 1:58 and won. So if you say that, how bad pacemaking that is.
The only person I've seen is worse is Harry Fisher on pacemaking.
Cheers, lads. But he ran a 1:48, so we'll let it slide today.
Has he told you that?
No. Only 45 times?
Eddie's wearing his quad sleeve. He's clearly worried about it tearing.
Eddie, let's have a good pacemaking performance. Better than what you did with me. Let's go, Panu.
We've got the St John's ambulance there just in case Eddie does take it.
Yes. Thank you for St John's Ambulance coming to volunteer today.
But we love it.
Let's see if Eddie can hit the season's best here.
So some big support, hopefully down the back straight from Birmingham University Athletics Club of the pacer Eddie Hunter, as well as Charlotte Vaughan, who is Birmingham's own.
Tory.
No, Tory shouldn't be on the left. Well, it looks like that Tori Godfrey has been moved into this race. She wasn't initially on this race. She was initially in the second one, but she's been moved. She has a PB from 2021 of 2:31. So she's also in the chat with her extra time. She's been training really well at the moment. Looks like the live stream is back up.
Got Ben Gardner here.
It looks like maybe all the guys are warming up, opening the gate, closing the gate, loosening the legs up.
Pussy for not winning. I mean, we have to send.
Please, can we keep language down to a minimum on the live stream, Ben Gardner? It's the it's the Nottingham mouth. It's the Nottingham mouth. It's the Lenton.
Big up Flying Knots, man.
We do apologise for the disturbance.
It's a nice fleece, though.
He's gonna have to. I'm not black just. Yeah, you're gonna wise up next year.
We have to be very quiet over here, given the start is obviously where we are commentating. Daniel Ward, who's your money on?
I'm going to go for Tori Godfrey. I'm going
for a little bit of Eddie Hunter. Heard he's finishing the race.
Not if his quad stops him.
That would be a first of him finishing a race, to be fair.
Morgan, Spotify.
This is a banger. Keep it on.
Yeah,
No, because she had a song request.
Looks like we've got some song requests. You can't hear it, sadly.
I've swapped with Eddie, by the way. I'll do the 55 to save him injury.
Some very menacing music on display today. Almost mirror to Star Wars.
I've actually never watched Star Wars.
No, that's
You've
not.
never watched Star Wars?
No.
Oh God, you've offended somebody.
Tori Godfrey looking very relaxed on the start line here.
Hopefully some PBs out here today. Doesn't look like we have a full field, actually. Or maybe they've split it up into two races.
No.
They split it
Eddie started his watch just a minute
Good start from everyone.
He's using his chorus pace too.
Obviously, guys, we read out around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 names. It looks like only 5 have gone off, so we believe they may have split the races up.
It's flying.
They've gone through 100 metres
That pace
in
has
15
very healthy in
seconds.
the background. Eddie's flying off the front here. Great pacing.
Looking good though. Nice upright bouncy.
So 191 is Elliot Dorley taking out with Eddie Hunter.
The children have gone home now. It's fine. It's not quite on 9 PM. We haven't got past the curfew.
The pacer going for 66.
I'll take the flag.
So behind Elliot Dorley and Eddie Hunter is another Brat athlete. I think it's another Brat athlete in second place. They are all.
It's the Brat Local Championship, some say.
So they are approaching
Eddie
with
Hunter
the
cruising
bell with
through.
1 lap to go. So Elliot Dorley
67 through the bell. 66.
and Robert Lee, both 68 for the first lap. It's very good pacing from Eddie Hunter. Big finish. And Tory Godfrey.
Go on, Tory!
Go on, Tory!
Oh, big move.
Big kick from Elliot and Tory. With 500 metres to go, they've gone through in 1:27. So Elliot Dorley's PB is 2:30, so he looks to be on track here, hopefully for a big finish from Elliot.
Is this the kid that put me in the bin eventually?
With 200 metres to go, they've gone through in about 1:46. The leaders and Tory's. Oh, he's coming back. Robert Lee's coming back.
This is
He's gone
an
straight past. Big finish from Robert Lee. Tory coming through in 1:57 with 200 to go. Robert Lee sprinting down the home straight.
Some may call this bullying, this sort of kick.
Robert Lee's
Filthy.
PB reminder is 2:52. We didn't ignore what Dan Moore just said. PB of 2:52. This is possibly one of the biggest PBs of the day.
Great running.
PB of over 30 seconds in an 800 metres. And Elliot
2:19. Great
Elliot
run.
smashed a PB as well by about 8 seconds. Tory Godfrey's coming in with about 50 metres to go.
Just outside our PB, I think, but still a great
PB
run.
of 2:31, so just outside of PB, but a really good start.
His mum said it was a big personal
Yes,
best.
and we
yeah.
were right, 35 seconds for the winner. And the last place comes in just now in a very respectable time of 2:45. Who's that? And that is Ariella Dalmedo. So
Temperature's just dropping a bit now, but these 800s are still hotting
So
up.
as I said, well, from our notes earlier, we've had a few changes to the results.
Dan Ward's just so good.
The next one's so from the second heat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So yeah. So the second heat, Cody Gilbody, Reconsor Valley, PB 223 from 2 years ago. Simeon Swain with a PB of 227 from last year.
Jade Charlton, Tipton, 225.
From 2 years ago. Violet Rudkin is not entered. So Francis White with a PB of 219 from 2 years ago. 220 from 220 though, season's best. Anton Bolding to stand out. 210 PB and season's best 2023.
Sean Evans, 227. Season's best at 228.
Dylan Teasdale. I think
I'm sure he raced earlier.
Dylan Teasdale raced earlier, so if he's racing again,
Well
may
done,
not
Tory.
be.
I was laughing.
217 PB and season's best. And so the fastest, the ones to look forward to are most definitely Anton Bolding with a PB and a season's best at 210.37.
Any words from Tory Godfrey on that race?
Yeah, I'll see everyone at Sports Night.
What's
I
your
love
podcast
running.
called?
Oh, everyone listen to You All Right Babes, 2 to 3, Burn FM.
Chris Imroth is pacing
Tune in
today.
next Wednesday.
He'd struggle if he could. He doesn't know what this pace feels like, so he may struggle to keep it up, but we'll see what he can do.
I'm guessing no Sports Night feed. S&C with series. I'm actually not S&C.
So hopefully some more big PBs in this race.
Harry Fisher's just informed me he's not allowed to do SNC as he's too big. That's what he's...
I'll miss him.
Charlotte Vaughan has now moved to this race, and she has a, as he said, PB of 216. That was from 7 years ago. Hopefully she can revisit it. And they're off. Chris Imhoff with the pacer.
And we've got some support on the...
Imhoff's done a fair bit of pacing tonight. Done
Youngsters
a great
with-
job.
Some youngsters making some noise tonight, which is great to see. Chris Imhoff is leading a race, and that is a first. That is a first. First since about under 15 nationals.
And last week.
I mean, to be fair, maybe only leads races with under 15s in it.
Yes, maybe true. That is more Brett Rushman style, though. However, right. So, moving on. So Chris has taken them out for about 33, 34.
Charlotte Vaughan slotting in very nicely in third at the
Charlotte
moment.
Vaughan's flying, actually. Hopefully, she can get a PB. Currently unsure on who is gone out with Chris Imhoff. I believe.
Chris Imhoff doing a great job here. Bucks steeplechase champ last week.
It is looking like Francis White. Francis White gone off with the pace. Number 169. Charlotte Vaughan.
65 there.
With Jay Charlton in the second group.
And the pace is continuing.
Looking for a very good time, going through 500 metres in about 82 seconds. And Charlotte Vaughan going through in about 86 sessions in that group. Well, you know what they say.
Game respects game.
Game is game. Right. But I mean, at the end of the day, I've passed my test and he hasn't. Brett failed his driving test today, just to let everyone know. But at the moment, Francis White is flying with 150 metres to go. He's a bit, maybe a 50, 60 metre lead. Dan, what do you say about this?
I'm more interested in the bullying you're giving him.
Right, okay.
Right now.
100 metres to go. He approaches 2 minutes. Francis White's best is 2:19. Can he get under 2:19? Come on, Francis.
Very strong Buak finish
Charlotte
coming behind
Vaughan.
as well. But Charlotte Vaughan doing a great job.
Excellent. That is a 4-second PB. Charlotte Vaughan, not just a PB.
Just over 220 for
but
Charlotte Vaughan. Great
That's
run.
a great run, but it's the season's best and 195, which is Simeon Swain. That is actually a PB, about 5-second PB, 6-second PB.
Now, we've got Heat 3 coming up next of the 800.
That was an excellent race, Dan, don't you think?
It was indeed.
So we're looking forward to hopefully a really tight sprint finish this time.
There's a few Buak people
So
interested in here.
Let's just check these are the same. So I believe that Ben Gardner, who paced the first race, is also pacing this one. We've got Archie Clark from Reek and Saul Valley with a PB of 2:11 from last year, but a season's best of 2:12. Daniel Woods, season's best of 2:11, PB of 2:09 from last year from Birchfield. Mark Appleton from Bromsgrove, his PB of 2:15, but that was from 3 years ago. Charlie Smith from Birchfield, 2:04 PB from 2022, season's best of 2:06.
Our very own Clara Higgs, 2:19 in 2021, but season's best of 2:22.
Henry Gibbs from Bromsgrove, boasts a season's best and a PB, and the standout with 2 minutes on the dot. Hopefully he can go under 2 minutes today. And then Noah Homer.
I think Panu might also be in there.
Oh, so Panu has been moved to this race. Who was in the first? Who initially put in the first race? He's got a PB and a season's best of 2:16.
I'm liking the sock spikes combo. He's looking very suave.
William Henry from Bromsgrove has also won PB and a season's best of 2:04. And Noah Homer from Reek is a 2. Is he in it?
He's on the inside lane.
Yeah, in the inside lane. I can't find him. 2:12 PB from 2022. And Abayomi Adamiji, 2:10.
I think the pacer on this race is actually Eddie Hunter rather than
is it
Ben
Eddie
Gardner.
Hunter? Oh, they've swapped around.
Eddie clearly wasn't tired enough after his first pacing job.
So hopefully some big milestones broken today, with Henry Gibbs looking to break 2 minutes for the first time. And we all remember the first time we broke 2 minutes. I was on this track 2 years ago. And
I did it in 2017.
We didn't ask. So
Eddie's wafting away something right now.
and they're off. I assume with what paces? Do we know what pace? I assume with Henry Gibbs looking to break 2 minutes, we will be going off below 60. 58. So
It's looking pretty swift right now.
Yeah, a few guys have gone off at the pace. That is around. Is that 3 athletes have gone off with Eddie Hunter? 2 in particular.
Around 28, 27 for
So that's
200.
170 and 175. So that's Henry Gibbs and William Henry, 2 of the fastest athletes. That's what we expected. And through 300 metres, they've gone through in 44. This looks very good for sub 2 minutes if they can keep the pace up. Eddie Hunter's doing an excellent job of pacing.
Eddie's already stepping out of the way.
And William Henry. Henry Gibbs is the standout with 1 lap to go.
Around 58.
58. Can he do it? Can he break 2?
All he needs
a
is
big margin. We've also got the other athletes going with 62, 63. Big PBs for the other athletes.
Can this man close in under
Tyler Higgs gone
61?
through in 69. That could also possibly be a PB. Big finish from Henry Gibbs here. About 250 metres to go. He's in about 82, 83 seconds.
He's coming up to the 600.
With 200 metres to go.
Oh, it's going to be tight. It's around 129 through 600.
He needs a big 200 metres to break 2 minutes.
Needs to close in around 30
1
here.
at 4 is 3rd place, and that is Archie Clark. Looks like a big PB for Archie Clark. Big sprint finish from Henry Gibbs to get under 2 minutes. Can he do it? All he needs is a big sprint finish. This looks excellent from Henry Gibbs. The clock is ticking. 155, 156, 157, 158. 150.
Oh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 0.77.
This is just off his PB in his season's best. But there's a big PB for Henry, 4 seconds. And Archie Clark looks to have gone a PB of around 3 or 4 seconds, followed quickly by.
He's not happy. He's shaking his head, but he's done a stellar job, as Morgan James would hate me saying.
I do. Find another adjective.
Clara Higgs coming through.
Excellent.
Lap 225.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we've got, that's an excellent race there. We've got one more race of the evening.
I believe Ben Gardner's pacing this race, as Eddie Hunter's worried about his quad tearing.
And
So-
this is often one of the races where people may be like, well, why am I not on the BNC? Well, you will see how quick some of these athletes are, and you will see the standard of the BMC earlier because.
There's a few Billac favourites in this one. Michael Stevens, Harry Sinclair, Josh Geddes.
So Michael Stevens with a PB of 208, 2 minutes on the
George
dot from 2022.
Josh Geddes wearing a black vest despite the fact he's not at University of
Jylan Sonner, PB of 157
Ouch,
and a
that's
season's
got to
best.
hurt.
Ty Atkins, Bromsgrove, 157 PB from last year. Harry Sinclair from Trafford, 156 PB from last year. Jake Williamson from Bratt, 154, the fastest in the field, PB from last year. George Rowland from Cambridge and Coleridge,
Josh
155
Geddes wearing
PB.
his black vest despite the fact that he's not currently a University of Birmingham student. That's audacious.
You had to repeat that one, Morgan, didn't you? This is bullying now.
But Josh Geddes from Kettering,
not funny the
157
second
PB from 2 years ago, season's best of 150, just a high 157. William Nicol from Taunton, 2 minute on the dot PB, but a slower season's best, so hopefully he can get under 2 minutes. And Samuel Hembry, possibly the brother or maybe twin brother of William Hembry, who was second or third in the last one, and with a PB and season's best at 157.
Look out for Harry Sinclair's distinctive kick in this race. He leaves it to the last 200
And
slingshots past.
If you are watching
Harry
this,
Sinclair.
if you are watching this, who's also in this race, you will see yourself in a Harry Sinclair Instagram story montage coming up in about 1 or 2 months.
So we've got an 800 expert in our house right now, Harry Fisher. Who do you think's going to win?
Well, you can't look past George Rowland. The man's very strong. If
Jake-
this goes out quick,
Jake Williamson with a PB of 154.
Jake Williamson
though.
with a PB 154. We don't know much about him. He could be in very good shape.
We know
The Bromsgrove athlete.
Jake Williamson is from Bratt. I think he is in number 189. That is in lane 5.
Now, do we back Ben Gardner on the pacing? Will he?
I think we back Ben Gardner for a good pacemaker. I think it'll come down to whether it goes out quick, whether it'll go more towards the strength of George Rowland or the speed of the Classic 8 guys like Josh Geddes.
I'm
He's
throwing
a
a
guy
controversial take in that Harry Sinclair will win this.
It's not that controversial.
No.
Because he's never said anything in his life.
Go on, Michael.
That's a good start, guys, from everyone. No issues there.
So Michael Stephen looking to make a good start as the new University of Birmingham cross-country captain. We'll see if he can do that over 800.
They got to 100 metres in 12 seconds, 13 seconds. Excellent start.
Ben Gardner looking very smooth there, doing a great job with pacing, and it's George Rowland who's straight onto the back of him. They are moving here.
This is a very, very good start. It is 26 seconds through 200 metres. This is very quick.
Ouch.
As I said, George Rowland right on the shoulder of the pacemaker. They're going to use his strength as a classic 1500 metre man.
This looks to be the most bunched of the 4 races, though.
This is very swift, maybe slightly too swift.
Some may call it the BMCC race.
I think a few boys may be hurting at the end of this one, I can't lie.
George Rowland's gone out like a train. It's 53 seconds through 400 metres.
If he holds this,
Josh Geddes is looking very strong, as well as Jake Williamson, who had the fastest time in the heat. Right, pacing there from Ben Gardner.
Rowland is rolling right now.
George Rowland is flying, but Jake Williamson is closing, the favourite.
Blimey, this
Josh
might
Geddes
be a huge
is running
PB
well.
for George
This is
Rowland
a
if
big
he holds
PB.
this.
George Rowland with a PB of 155 from last year. This looks to be a
and
big
Harry
PB.
Sinclair deploys his classic kick. He's coming for
Harry
you,
Sinclair
Rowland.
is flying, and people need to get out of the way. He's absolutely flying down the back
They've
straight.
forgotten the fact that Harry Sinclair likes to go really wide and
Josh Rowland's
onto lane 2.
Fair, Josh Geddes is moving pretty well here.
Josh Rowland's on for a very quick time here. This could be
Can he hold it together? The
sub
support is
150.
incredible. Deafening cries from the crowd.
146, 147, 148. Big PB here from George Rowland. 153, 4.
Williamson.
Well in, lads.
These looks like quite a few PBs. PBs for Rowland, PBs for Geddes. Just off for Jake. Sinclair PB. Stevens PB. I think this could be pretty PBs for pretty much everyone all round. This is an excellent finish to the evening.
What a way to finish the evening. And can I just say, the 100% streak of all BUAC Opens being sunny, no rain, gorgeous weather, has held.
We don't talk about winter throws.
We don't talk about winter throws. Winter throws don't count.
Winter Throws is not technically one of the 4 BUAC Summer Opens.
So the 100% streak remains for another year.
And thank you everyone for joining us. Myself and Dan have enjoyed our hour we spent with all of you lot.
Hope you've cherished this hour too, guys. It's been a special moment.
Please join us for the next BUAC Open on June the 7th.
June the 7th indeed. I've really enjoyed gate crashing this little commentary team. I've got nothing better to do. Actually, no, I do. I've got this meet to run. But it's been great to have a little look at
you could
the other side.
Meet to run.
That's awful, mate. keep the J job. Yeah, sorry, Dan. I've stolen your mic quite heavily here. But
what's the J job? I know what the day job is, but I don't know what the J job is.
Did I say
Chat deteriorating. We're going to pull you guys off.
Well,
Yeah, I
thank
think
you
we
very
need to go
much
off
for
here.
coming, everyone, and hopefully we'll see some of you racing
Yeah, it's
next
been
time.
great to have you join us. Thanks very much. See you next time.
Peace out.
That was fun.